Ready up, people. Ready up, ready up, ready up. Sunday night vibe. You know the vibe. You know the chop. Sports Prophecy, and we're back. Chris, do you realize that Maggie is not really starting in the USL? I've been watching Tyreek MAGEE, Chris Smith, so I will tell you about Maggie. I've been watching Tyreek MAGEE, bro. I've been watching Tyreek MAGEE myself, Chris Smith, and unfortunately, he's playing well. He's playing well, bro. Do you realize Fleming was better in the USL than Maggie? Bro, two different positions. Chris Smith, two different positions. I realize all the way I say. But me come tell you when me see, based on watching Tyreek MAGEE playing the past couple of games. Rice and peas. You know what the chop, Siobhan, Maggie isn't playing that well for his club. Siobhan, when have you watched a game? When have you watched a game? I've watched the game with Tyreek MAGEE. I know he came on late when he scored in that game. Look at the other game that he started when he shook up the crossbar. He gave a guy a goal on a platter, and the brother missed it. So I don't know which. I don't understand. And if you listen to the commentator saying that the coach, his main concern is right now is to get Tyreek MAGEE in the team fully, because Tyreek MAGEE is doing very well in training. Yes, he still lacks. Tyreek MAGEE still lacks that energy on defense, and I think this is what's gonna hold Tyreek MAGEE back with this head coach. Yeah, he rarely starts, but he's played, bro. And when he got out there, the game that he starts in, because Romario Williams wasn't there, and it's not just Tyreek MAGEE, the kid, what's his name, Deshane Beckford. He looks good on the football as well. I would have him in the squad over Corey Burke right now. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. That's just mine. And you know, I'm not one to clamor for USL players. That's just not my thing. I'm not one to clamor for USL players, but I'm telling you guys, Deshane Beckford to me looks very involved. I've been calling for Maggie and Beckford for some time. He looks involved in the game. The games are on YouTube. There's a full game on YouTube where you can go and watch Deshane Beckford and Tyreek MAGEE. Tyreek MAGEE still, however, have that slight issue where he gets lost in games, but he look class, bro. He look class. Deshane is a dynamo. Yeah, no, he's at switch. So Deshane is at switchback. So right, you say Deshane is. I think he's on loan, bro. Isn't he on loan? Go check. Isn't he on loan? We need to split the squad A and B team, bro. Tyreek MAGEE, them we not have no midfielder. I believe that it won't hurt having Tyreek MAGEE in the team right now. That's just my opinion. If we're not gonna have Ravel Morrison, even today I watched Mason Greenwood came on with 14 minutes left in the game, and he did well. He was direct. He was causing a lot of problems. Came on, earned 2 corners. His team scored from one of the corners. People just hit the like button right as we come in. Nobody start each for the thing. Maggie multiple caps. What did they do? They capped Chris in a different squad, bro. It was a different squad when these players capped for Jamaica. We are talking about right now. So what? Listen, I want to ask a question tonight, and I'm gonna ask everybody that question here. Some people probably not gonna like what I'm gonna ask. This question for me is for and Simon, do not take this the wrong way. I respect Simon and I'm rooting for Simon Preston. What I'm saying is, what happened to all the what's the deal players? Where's all the what's the deal players? Because I remember Simon was reeling out a lot of what's the deal players. Right now, when I'm looking at the thing, it's what's the deal? We don't have any, bro. I'm looking at the pool. Who are the players that we're waiting on? Other than Reese Nelson, I don't know who are we waiting on, bro. Who are the players? We're actually thin on talent now, to be honest. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I thought we had a lot more talent. So we have to start looking. We actually have to start looking everywhere. It's because in England right now, I know people can call out 1 million people from the under 20. Me talk about people who can actually come into the team. There's no Omari Hutchinson, so and those guys. So we are lacking talent, people. It doesn't matter what people want to say. Like, show me the talent, because that's what I want to know. What happened to all the players from the What's the Deals and all those players? They're not popping up, bro. What's going on? Like, we need some players. Listen, and brother, I don't want nobody to talk. May I say if Isaac Hayden, the man still say he want to play for England, people. He's still waiting on England. Here's a player who haven't finished a full season of football in the last 5 years. He's almost 30. And he's still waiting to play for England. People, hit the like button so the thing can go up. No man, a Sunday, brother. 40 a win here, we just have 10 likes on the video. No bother with the thing on the Sunday, people. Make we just have a good stream, no man. No bother with the problem today, people. You see me I say? And I dropped the Discord in the comment section for all those who want to join the Discord. JT, Lambert can't even get a game at his MLS club. I know, but we still gave Lambert the opportunity, and we saw that he was one of the most improved players in that whole tournament. So again, what do? Do we dump everybody and wait till we get somebody from England? We're still trying to build a team. We're still trying to match players that works together. So I'm asking all of you guys, who are all these players? I'm gonna get some Peter Phillips and some man and Isaac Hayden. Who are the players? Because una say the man them can't play. Cause you know say me I'm all about getting the best players in. I'm asking you, who are the players? Who are the players we ready to play for Jamaica? Now please call out them name. Cause me not see them, bro. Me look even around the league and me say, I don't see no Jamaican we're ready up. I don't see them people. So please let me know, people. Please let me know who these players are. Because I don't know, bro. I need to know. You see what I mean? I need to know. Who are these players? Let's read some comments here. Devon Thomas says no one Hayden. I heard that 2 new players coming in the next international break. Brother, don't bother full up your head. Who are the new players them that might bring? Who are the new players them? JT calling the players to the squad, not giving them playing time. What you viewed? Yeah, bro, me don't tell you my thing on this coach, bro. Right now, we should be thinking about if this coach is keeping up this kind of thing where him calling players and see if us and them youth they don't get no game. We have to start look at Darren Moore. Darren Moore at Sheffield Wednesday. We have to look. He's Jamaican. He's coaching at a pretty decent level. He has a lot of experience. He actually has more coaching experience than Paul Hall, because Paul Hall more operated in a more of a executive way. I think it wasn't so much on the ball. Maggie and Deshane Beckford. Kilroy and this is a player you should be calling for. Bro, Chris Smith, what you not understand, bro? The players, some of the man them don't want to play for Jamaica, brother. That's one thing, Chris Smith. Me not understand you, brother. Some of the man them don't want to play for Jamaica, bro. Like, if a man don't want to play for Jamaica, what we are going to do? We still have to make a team. That we are talking about, bro. We still have to create a team, even though the man them no want to play, dog. That's what I'm talking about now, bro. Is creating a team, even though some man no want to come play for Jamaica. That we are talking about, people. We are talking about creating a team, even though some man no want to come play for Jamaica. Even though some man no want to come play for Jamaica, I'm talking about creating a team, people. You see me I say? You see me I say? That me I talk about, people. So, we can't sit down and wait. JTL, stop talk. No, brother, Kira and this have a passport. Stop, talk to no brother, Kira and this. So why is he not in the team, bro? He has his passport. Well, we don't hear nothing about this youth and him passport, dog. Me don't know Chris Smith. Like, me don't know, bro. Try get an interview with one of the vloggers with the player. Me could hear him and say him have him passport, because that's the first I'm hearing that that player has a passport, bro. You're the first person me hear say Kira Anderson have a passport. I never heard that before. I never heard that. So me know. You have some information, bro. Get the player there. JT Anderson have him passport from under 20 family. Okay. Kira Anderson, is that the kid from is the same kid from Tottenham you talk? What's that? What's Kira Anderson? Oh, okay. Is it one of them youngsters that did supposed to play or what? He does. Okay, all right. But where's he playing now? No. I'm talking about no. Sorry about that. So is that you from? I think it was somebody who was in the league, bro. Because isn't there another Anderson starting at the same team as Hector and Kira Anderson? What is he, a right back? JT, are you sure that the players are not interested or it's a quota? Bro, no quota system there in the thing Omar Fowling. Like me I tell you right now, there's no quota system, bro. Look at the team. What would be the quota? JT, why Anderson Splat Dexter and McKee wasn't in the bro? Me now go back to that show that Chris, a different show me I do today. Me talk about the big team and going forward. I'm telling you, Chris Smith. Me now I'm gonna discuss why them man they never in the under 20. What this show is about today is I'm looking at the talent pool and I'm looking like where are the players? Where are the players? That me I talk about Chris Smith. Where are the players going forward? The under 20 same Craig Butler can come say whisper never in there. Next coach can say. I feel like we beat the horse there a lot, bro. Today I'm talking about the pool. Jay Taylor, he start at Charlton every week in midfield. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't know much about that player. We need midfielders. Lati can play right back. Yeah, something has to happen the next window, bro. Something has to happen in the next window. He is the starting CDM or CM at Charlton. Okay. So what position is Casey Palmer playing? Isn't Casey Palmer playing CM? Because you have to look at that, bro. Isn't Casey Palmer playing CM? Please, let me know. Is Casey Palmer playing CM? Let me know, people. Let me know what Casey Palmer is playing. Isn't Casey Palmer playing CM? Because what I'm saying, bro, JTL, ask yourself why they wasn't there any and why Anderson a start every week and can't get a call up. JT was with the Jamaica U20. Yeah, but how is he performing at his club? So Casey Palmer is, may I ask you, Devon, what position Casey Palmer play for Jamaica? Okay. Palmer plays A. See how next man say AM, a man say CAM, so I'm play a cam, and a man say I'm play a 10. So it's DJ and Russell is Jamaica best midfield. So bro, so you see, let's take a look. Casey Palmer is a 10 and Anderson is a CDM or CM. People, the Discord, the link is in the Discord. What I'm saying, people. So the best we have right now is Kira Anderson. Because bro, we need a lot more talent. What I'm saying, people, wherever Simon Preston is, I want to know from Simon Preston. Simon, don't take this wrong. You know the players. This is one of my things where I was excited for Simon to be around the coach and Manningsman and those people. I thought these people would be able to contact some of the best talents and let people know, all right, these people. A next thing, people, chat this guy, please wait. A next thing, like, a next thing, like a man no plan for play for Jamaica and the people them a hide up, like them a say, yeah, we don't want to talk about it. Let's leave that alone. Like, like Jamaica side come like at the KGB down in Russia, brother. Like at the only side where you have to hide if you know if players are come play and all them thing there. Bro, it's like, who are these people that's supposed to come play for Jamaica? Big up yourself, Lee Young. There is also Dante Casanova. No, I'm talking about ready talent that can come in and impact the team right now. Who are all these talent? John Russell, slow, bad. Skyward says, Boss Thomas, so what happened to you, JT? You're not a midfielder. Make sure you have. I'm not. I'm a midfielder, but I'm not I'm not eligible for a call up. I don't have a club at the moment. And me retire, brother. I retire from football. I never got a call up.
So what happened?
Yeah, bro. Mute your mic. Mute your mic, guys.
Midfielder, make sure you have.
Oh my God, this guy's coming and yeah, bro. What I'm saying is, I think that Tyreek MAGEE, looking at the talent out there, bro, I'm talking about seeing what works for a midfielder. Remember, Tyreek MAGEE still haven't had a good run in the team where he's a starter. And I'm not calling for Tyreek MAGEE to come in and start, but he looks decent to me. Like, he looks even more class. He creates a lot of space when he's on the football. Brother, I would have still start Casey Palmer over Tyreek MAGEE, but I think Tyreek MAGEE would at least have a few good passes to the front players. What I'm trying to say, bro, at this point, we can't behave like we think set in stone, like we have the players them already. Like, this is what I'm asking. Where are all the what's the deal players them? Where all of them big ball are the brother? Like, right now the thing looks scanty. Let me know who are these players. Because the thing looks scanty, people. The thing, Russell should not have been dropped. We need midfielders. Coach a move shaky, says J. Russ. Alright. Let me bring in Siobhan and Dandan. Yo, Siobhan, what's the deal players them? Wagwan. Cause me no see the talent pool look weak, brother.
Alright, so bless up everybody, bless up JT and things. We know a lot of players' documents are being sorted out. I know if you have access, somebody did ask the coach about Anderson recently, and him say things just never spun out that time here. Why him never did it. That was the main reason why I never did it the other day. Him said some things never pan out properly, so why him never did it.
So who wasn't there?
Huh?
Why who wasn't there?
Anderson.
Okay. And why and you still not agree say Messi say who Hutchinson a catchy hat.
Based off a conversation we have, it no look it's still open, but it can go 50-50. It can be a situation where him still a try all out for England, but he is still committed to Jamaica.
Yeah, him committed, but why him not play? JT, you have to find some in your bro, be African. There's a play Boss Thomas.
Yeah, so what may I say, pertaining to Anderson, I know the coach did mention it. He said that he know the player, he talked to the player already. But some things just never work out. Why him never did it? The Omari thing, it's more people around him. It's not Omar.
So Siobhan, did Siobhan, I'm gonna get back to you, cause Siobhan, it's Sunday night, we're gonna do a good show tonight. Me up, I'm running. It's 8:45. I'm gonna be here at least for 3 to 4 hours. Alright? I haven't done a stream all weekend. This is the stream. I'm gonna be here for a while. And we're gonna talk football tonight, people. People, hit the like button. 80 away now. 30 like upon the video. Make we get this up to 50 because we're gonna have a show and I don't want to keep stopping the show and ask for likes on the video, people. Can we please get the video up to 50 likes so we can continue the show? Please and thank you, people. Like it's horrible to stop the show and ask for like button with 80 away and a 30 like upon the video. It makes absolutely no sense just hit the like button, people. People, hit the like button so we can read the comments them and get on with the show. All right? Just hit the like button. We need 14 more to get to 50. 14 more individuals. Just click the like button because the comments are coming quick and fast and I need to read the comments. So let's just get the video up. Let's get it up there, people. Come, 10 more. Let's get it up there, people. 10 more. We can do it. We can do it. I can see somebody clicking right now. We can do it. 9 more and we're there with the first half of the show. 9 more and we're there. 9 more. 8 more. 8 more likes on the video, people, and we're at 50. I sound like I'm here trying to script some likes. 7 more and we're at 50 likes on the video. 7 more and we're at 50 likes on the video, people. 7 more and we're at 50 likes on the video. 7 more, we're waiting. We have 81 individuals in here and 45. Come in. 5 more. Any 5 individuals, just kick the like button. Just touch the like button. 3 more. 3 more so we can get on with the next part, the segment of the show, people. 3 more, because we got a loaded show here tonight. All right, Siobhan, when I said this on the stream, people said, JT, why you put them thing there in the ear? May I tell you, brother, people around the youngster go say to him, say, yo, youth, hold on and just play some football and see where you are.
No, all right, hold on. People them around him, that's not what they're telling him for hold on. They're basically telling him to solidify himself in that first team because he's not really make him name yet. Because you know there's this thing.
No, so how him playing international football would hinder that?
JT, hold on, JT. I just tell you what me hear. That they're telling them, say, yo, just hold on a little bit. Jamaica go did it, but you need to solidify yourself in the first team first. Get more first team action, become a regular starter, get more comfortable. So that's what I heard. That's what I heard is happening. So the interest from the coach to call him is still there. So every time the coach is in constant contact with the player, just are waiting for that particular
brother,
time. But
it's deeper than that, Siobhan. That's what they want to tell you, bro. Me just tell you where all the rest of man them a play, brother. Me just tell you, say that's what I'm thinking. Think about these people. Put yourself in this player's shoes. You're at a championship club. What a way to get your stock up by going away on the international break, playing for a team, performing well. Your coach might start saying, wait there, let's take a look at this player a bit more. He had a good international window and he came back looking sharp and we probably need to get him in the first team. I never hear about that where a player would be getting an opportunity to play international football and he doesn't want to play because he wants to get in the first team at his club.
Yeah, JT, I agree with you with that sentiment because initially when I heard it, I said the same thing, but can only go with what is being said because I know players right now in the team is because of their presence in the Gold Cup as to why they actually landed a move over the summer. So I heard that's the Gold Cup. So I know that is a possibility, but based off what I heard, that is one of the reasons there why he wasn't there. And so a lot of the players them as they say we are called for, their process has started. A lot of the players, even one big name in particular, has started. It has started already. It's just that it takes a lot of time because documents mishap, documents this, but a lot of players' process has started.
Yeah. We need some update, bro. This is what I'm trying to say to you. This is why I'm saying what happened to all the what's the deal players that me talk about. So before me go to Dan, people join the Discord, you know. More on here. Chris Smith, no matter with the typing tonight, brother. Come talk, Chris Smith. Make it be the first time, Chris Smith, you join a show and make we hear what you say, brother. Come talk, call out the player them. Come make we hear what you say tonight about the players them. Because I'm here tonight and we're going to chop it up. So let me get back to some of these comments. All right, Skyward says, may I start from Skyward because the thing a fly, people. Players need to play in their right position. We need to use the best formation to utilize players in their right position and start benching players who are not performing. JT, you have to find some. No, we don't have any. John Russell is 22 years old and playing really well. Chad says Magee cannot make any top 4 Concacaf team. So why would we be so? How much are we players them can make top 4 Concacaf team? All of them. We're talking about the top 4 Concacaf team: Canada, United States, Mexico, and Panama. For me, like outside of Demarai Gray and maybe Andre Blake and Ethan Pinnock, how many of our other players are walking into top 4 Concacaf teams, bro? That's what I'm asking right now. How much our players are just walking into Concacaf teams? I don't get it, bro. I don't get it, man. It's lighting thing. Lighting a move away tonight, people. Speed still the best number 6. With speed, brother. Russell was picked when he was a bench player and now he's a regular starter and cannot make our team. It's people, it's very weird. Mr. United, I agree. I'm saying I don't see why Magee can't get a look in. Based on what I'm watching on his games, when he gets out there, he creates space with the football. And he passes very well and he's shooting the football very well. This game that I was watching today, I watched it. It's on the switchback page. Go on. I think they were playing San Antonio and him open up some space and shake off the crossbar with it. I don't see nobody for his side and shake off the crossbar other than whisper. You know what I mean? It's just people turning over the football. At the end of the day, we have to make a decision. We have Daniel Johnson and those guys. Are these guys going to really cut it for us? Like, when are they going to get better? So if a lot of these players are not getting better, why can't a young Tyreek Magee get a look in? Based on what I'm seeing right now, it's time that Tyreek Magee gets a look in. The problem he's going to run into with the coach again is they're going to look at his defensive work rate. He still lacks that defensive work rate. He disappears in games in spells. And I think that's what Tyreek Magee has to work on. He has to be more involved consistently. Read them comment here, Siobhan. I'm come to you. I go to you. I'm go to Dandon. All right. Somebody else join too as well. Let me just fly through them comments. Gibbs White is going to forward. Me know for sure. All right. Magee and Ravel are the better cams. We have that are not included. Calling Boza over roof. Burke while injured. Call Maps. Russell calling. Yeah, exactly. Ian Campbell. I can't understand Jamaica. Why did Russell get dropped? Roof is doing well. Peeps press the button. Omari parents want him to be on top at his club first as a logical reason, says that person. Please, we need natural CDM. Use up the cams, says Jamaica is a joke, man. Up Martin Baker. Bidding, yes, Magee. We're bidding for a few. Like, make sure the reggae girls get some love and support. We have the players and the coach intent on doing nonsense, says J. Ross. Dan said, just like how Whisper make him name. Yeah, JT, I thought Dexter and Gray was injured. JT is holding an auction, okay, for the likes. Yeah, man, we are not off on quality, but we need to use players in their position. Lati is a rough tackler, but that's all he needs to play right back. I agree. Yeah, JT, why the coach keep benching DJ? He is a starter in the championship. Romario gets called up from the same team, so Magee chance. Yeah, exactly. Romario, that's what I thought. With Tyreek and Ravel in the midfield, ain't no stopping Jamaica. I don't believe that. Then we're going to have no tacklers. No USL players for the national team, plus he's coming off the bench. Ian Campbell, you know I'm not big on USL players, but Tyreek Magee needs to get a look in. Jay Taylor, what is it you don't get? The USL is way below standard. But I'm talking about we have players coming from bigger leagues who look like they should be in the USL. All right. Thomas, was this Thomas? Or Tomo or something like that. All right, I don't think he's hearing me.
From someone.
Yeah, blessing. What choppy line? Where you say I know?
No, me I say, Maggie is a very good player, man. Maggie is a very good player. You see the thing that I like about Maggie. You see, just check him how he play in terms of when he controls the ball and move into space and find a pass. Like him really good on those things, and those are the things that the team really need. You understand? So it don't really matter where it problem when they have the Belgium team, they never dare get a portion of game. So naturally him thing I go down a bit. You know, but me think Maggie for forward man and play Lati or right back or centre back. Need to play Lati in the defense. Lati a good defender. Or Lati play for defense for the club. You see, but we don't know why the coach are playing in a outer position. Understand? I think Casey Palmer played attacking mid, I think, in club. But that's not where the coach playing. So coach just needs to trust them on them and put them on them in them position and just do the thing right way, man. Maybe you might get a lot of influences. Maybe that's the problem. But you just need to be brave, man. Just be brave and make the decisions then.
I agree with you, Tomo. We're gonna chop it up. Let's give Dan a chance. Dan, what you have to say? Chop a line, then we go back to Siobhan.
This is the only thing Jamaica team.
Bro, you have to go speak up. We now hear you, loud. We have to get the man, because the energy have to up on the show tonight. Cause you see me?
The thing the team is right now is too high energy box to box midfield. If we not really want to do the creativity thing, and Jamaica, the team lock with the man them and run back. When they lose the ball, forward line take a long to run back, it's like a give up. But if we get two midfielder we can run, if you have good 70 minutes and just move like on and off the ball in the team good. Because we have enough striker already, we have enough wingers already. And what Maggie offer is what Gray really are doing at the team. You know what I mean? Gray are doing that work there. Maggie, I think Maggie game now. Maggie is really same type of gameplay and is to slow down the game and try to like really control the thing now. Then I think Maggie have the physics and have that thing, the high energy thing about him when it comes to a really tough game. You see me?
But what I'm saying is, Dan, is when you have a person like, because who are we gonna call that? Yeah, them say maybe we're gonna get a CDM, right? If you're gonna keep Latibeaudiere there for now, you need a player who's gonna create space on the ball, bro. Like, because you already have a hard tackler. You have your thing have the people that are talking about Dan. Latibeaudiere not pushing the ball forward. Casey Palmer, the pitch affected him, but he's turning over the football constantly. DJ turns over the football a lot as well. So I'm looking at what they bring outside of what they're actually doing. There's what they are on paper and what they're actually doing in the team. And that we are talking. What they are at their club on paper and what they are. Mr. United, the difference from a player starting and a player getting a look in, I don't know how it's going to work since there's no intermediate games where there's no games in between windows, FIFA windows. So I don't know how we're going to find players. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm asking the people them, who are the... Cause me don't want to hear about Isaac Hayden again, no brother. The man say still a wait for play for England. Him almost 30. Make we low it, dog. Make we just low it. Make we just low it and just try to build a team in the meantime. Siobhan, what you say?
Isaac Hayden, that's something I think we did already cross that bridge there already with Isaac Hayden. The man come out publicly and say he's not really interested. That remind me of something there. Where the guy named Tridini? Just honest, man, just honest, I come out and say, yo, that not on my mind still, like, blow it alone, bro. From a player come out and tell us they're not interested, just like Ivan Tony. Man come out and say you're not interested, just slow it alone. Low, make people decide. Remember say, no, we can't cost them, I did them born and grew, you know, so they want to play for England, them do it. But me not agree with, for right now, Maggie have to show me more. Because yeah, JT, I actually do watch his games.
Yeah.
I do actually watch his games. Because I'm watching on YouTube all the while. All the while, me have to use
How does
VPN
Deshane Beckford look? I think he looks pretty good, bro. For me, I would have picked him over Corey Burke. For me, as just
for
like
me, Corey Burke, with all due respect, the Corey Burke selection initially was puzzling. But I'm not going to question the coach because I wouldn't have. Honestly, from the Gold Cup, I wouldn't have chosen Corey Burke or Boza. But I guess I can understand why Boza was probably chosen, but it's still kind of questionable because either of them never have a good Gold Cup. As I said, in the Gold Cup, I think Whisper passed out the two of them in the pecking order in the Gold Cup. So it was kind of strange when I saw Corey Burke being selected. But for go back to Deshane Bernard and Maggie, again, no disrespect, but I just don't think the level of the league that they're playing, it's like you're gonna have somebody perform well in the JPL, and then you select them just based off of that. When we know the quality of the JPL is not up there. So it's not a disrespect thing, but if you carry Maggie go back in the under 16, he might go start it up, right? He might go look good. But if you carry him back up in all at JPL, he'll probably struggle. So I just levels to certain things. So he might be at a particular level where he's good for the USL, but probably not good enough for international level. Because remember, we have to realize the international level is totally different. It's
no, but may I look
faster,
on the context of our team, like how good is our team, and Eddie Gona, like Max Aaron's, him say I play for Jamaica, brother. Like that me I try to say like that's when I ask the question when the show start. People like Simon Preston and those guys, this is why I was excited that those guys are gonna be around the program. He knows the players. He did a whole bunch of what's the deal. That's what I'm saying. What's the deal on all the players? What's the deal on all these the plethora of talent that has been demonstrated to us? Where are these guys? Because we short talent, bro. We short talent. We have Boza, can't score. We are waiting for Corey Burke to get fit. We have DJ. You see me? I say we have Javane Brown. Like, bro, the squad thin. We have a squad right now where we're going to pick up 4 or 5 from USA or Canada, bro. On a real level. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, the next window, bro, we need to see the introduction of at least 2 more quality players in the team. You see me? We need to see at least 2 more quality players in the team. Let's see. Well, my question, the coach says J. Ross Burke better than Boza. Him just old. A striker is coming, but don't ask who. Brother. Me no know, Ian Campbell, that's the thing. I can't think about no striker right now. That's Jamaican. When me see in the EPL, so I must have striker in the championship. And who is that? You see what I mean? Like who's the striker in the championship for Jamaica that's tearing things up, bro? I don't know. Who is that? Who is the striker? You know what I mean? Who is that striker, people? Let me know, cause I don't know, dog. Let me know, who is the striker that's like ripping it up out there, guys? You know what I mean? Let me know. Who's the striker? Who's the striker that's ripping it up out there? Yo, my lighting is terrible. Talk to me, Thomo. Who is the striker that's ripping it up out there, bro? Siobhan.
Well,
Yeah.
well, I'm not sure I'm just waiting on the official stuff from JFF and the coach to see what they are planning. Obviously, they must have some plan, man. Just feel like them know stuff. Maybe in contact with some players and waiting. But I would love to see Reece Nelson still. Love to see Reece Nelson in the team.
But I don't know, bro. What is the contact if?
That's the thing. We're not even hearing nothing to it. That mean like them can come
Yeah,
out
like the
and
man them a move like the side, like some
Aye.
man or some some secret agent.
yeah, like see,
JT.
them can come out and say, you know, so contact them 5-6
Yeah?
player and whatever.
A
You
lot
can give
of
us something
those
to go and we'll have fun.
JT, a lot of them things there is not the JFF wanted to be secret. The players, them and them respective agents ask them for just keep it down for a bit.
Keep what down? Siobhan,
No.
I'm not buying that crap, bro. I'm not buying that, bro. I'm not buying that crap, bro. Jamari Clark over Romario Williams says Tejan Jackson. Thanks for the super chat, Tejan. Yeah, bro, it's like the man them a move like a some big CIA thing when it come to this side and player. This is the only side where you can't talk about players who come play for Jamaica or them not gonna play. It's like it's this big game, bro. Like, bro, if a man no want play or him agent no want him know if him come play, him not stay him here, dog. That's why I try to say we still have to go build a team, brother. Siobhan, we still have to go build a team. I'm not buying that, Siobhan. And I'm not coming at you, Siobhan. I'm coming at whoever is dispersing that information. I'm not buying it, bro.
But all the while you hear Ian say it himself. So even Ian just say a player is coming next, but him can't say who. A lot of times them play the people we don't know what happening in a JT. It could be contractual obligations, it could be market, we don't know what for real.
Yeah.
Why the play? But understanding other countries all over the world, players them not make them think they're secret. But there must be a reason why. Because I'm not think it'll be a big. I don't think if it was something where it not gonna affect them, it would have been that big of a deal. You don't know if it'll be a situation where if a club here say a player want to come play for Jamaica. Because remember, a lot of them English club there, this stay in Jamaica, you know. A lot of them this stay and say them don't want to be a situation where the club go hear about it too soon and then them start penalize a player. We don't know. And then you can't say it now.
What do you mean penalize a player, Siobhan? Be more. Big up yourself, Marcus Garvey. Big up yourself, Ian Campbell and Joel Smith. What do you mean penalize a player?
Penalize player, bro.
What
As
you
long
mean?
as they represent the country, no club can't stop your FIFA allow that, brother.
They're
So,
not talking about, hold on, my general. Now, listen what I say. I never said the club has stopped the player. I say a lot of players can get penalized. We don't know what. Remember, me not say that correct
Penalize
either.
how, Siobhan? How?
All right, look what Ian just put again. Look what Ian just put.
Wait, Ian say he has scored more goals and games. He has applied for his passport. Siobhan is correct. The player don't want their name out there yet. Yo, Ian, me don't know, brother. This a Jamaican side. There's some top secret thing I go on. What you mean penalize, Siobhan? I'm asking you to explain that. That players will get penalized.
Yeah. Ian said the right word, blackball. Basically, same
Blackball by who? What that's what do you mean blackball? What do you mean?
Brother, so when I say JT, stop pretend like you don't know when players get blackballed by them particular club. To say, yo, because they want shoes to come play for Jamaica. It happened, JT. Stop pretending like it don't happen.
My friend, what? Where are you? Which player? Who? Where? When? Where you guys getting this? The players get blackballed for wanting to play for Jamaica at their club? Siobhan, that sounds like a conspiracy to me, bro.
If you say you never hear about it before, then fine. I can't come and know where you know, but I know a lot of persons here. It happened before. A lot of players lose them contract because they decided to come play for Jamaica.
Lose their contract before? That's illegal, bro. Players lose contract because they decided to play for Jamaica? That sounds weird, bro.
I just done.
Can you name one player, Siobhan, that's been... You see what I say? That me talk about, brother. Did you say something? I ask you a question and now you get upset and you can't.
Me nah get upset, brother, but me I say to you, say, if you say you never see it, then fine.
Hey,
But me know a lot of
greetings.
persons. But me know say a lot of persons in the comment section know of it, the situation happen.
Greet
That's all
Malia,
I'm saying,
Malia, greet. Me just want to jump in real quick, my audience.
Yeah.
Me don't mean to cut you off, Siobhan. But a lot of people assuming that that's what happened to Demarai, but I disagree. You know why?
I'm not talking about
matter.
Demarai, agree. I'm not talking about Demarai.
I'm not saying you talking. I'm saying a lot of people speculating that that's what happened to Demarai. But I disagree simply because that's a matter of the coach. Him falling out of favor with the coach. And he could have stayed at Everton or wait and get a move in the Premier League to another club. Let's say Crystal Palace or West Ham. But he wanted to play a ball immediately. That's why he went to Saudi Arabia. He could have waited. So that's what I was talking about regarding the player. I just checked the stats for Reece Nelson. And for the last 5 games, he only came on one time, and it was at the 90th minute mark. So I'm not sure about that player as of now.
So I guess Reece Nelson get blackball and him not even sign up. Let me read a super chat. Anthony Grant. Guys, I understand because Anthony Grant was in the championship, right? And his club, however, or League One or wherever, and they needed him. And so it said that he went on to play for Jamaica. Anthony Grant was slipping down the pecking order anyways. Anthony Grant's career was going in that direction where it is going right now. It's not because he played for Jamaica. That's what I'm talking about. So the Anthony Grant thing, I understand his club wasn't happy, but blackballed, it's a widespread thing where players are getting blackballed for coming to play for Jamaica. I'm not buying that. It sounds like a conspiracy to me. I do understand that players can come under pressure, especially because there's still games happening when lower league players are coming to play in the international break, and then coaches can feel a certain way. But listen, you see, if you're a talent at a club and you're young and they're planning to sell at some point, they actually want you to go out and get international game. Because now you're an international talent, and if you're playing well at the club, your stock is going up. So Anthony Grant is an older player that his career was going in the opposite direction. So we cannot use that to judge for all right across the table, bro. I'm not fully buying that. Kemar Roof get a fight. Kemar Roof get a fight. But blackball, bro, I don't know, man. Siobhan sound like Simon and the rest of the GFF sellouts. I only respect JD, Ryan, JT. They are the only guys that see the respect the fans. Don't want them to say a sellout, Siobhan. They say you come with blackball thing, brother. So
No, I really like talk to illiterate people, dog. So certain people, I just kind of block certain people, so I see them comment on them things, you see me? So,
Jesus Christ.
As I say, JT, I just point information as well know, what I hear so far. A lot of the players, them, don't wish to have the information out until it actually happens.
And I can see Mikel Antonio getting pressured as a key player at his club. But I could also understand because the work rate that Mikel Antonio has to put in, God damn it, for Jamaica, it's a lot, bro. This guy does a lot of work for Jamaica and not getting on the ball in proper position. Our team is not there yet. Where luxury players come in and play football, it's just rugged where Mikel Antonio is just running, tackle him one. Bro, if I'm the coach at a club team and Mikel Antonio have to come, a Jamaica come run, so I would also say, Mikel Antonio, you have a full season ahead of you. Think about that. That may talk about, bro. But overall thing, who are the other players? Because we can count the players that played for Jamaica from England. You see me I say? So that may talk about in a Siobhan and Odin.
Hey, but you know, remember, them as a Roof, they get a fight. Not really. Remember, say Roof was injured for a long time and his club was trying to offload him due to that injury. So I'm not sure why person's saying that Roof was getting a fight. A lot of clubs, when they have certain players with long-term injuries, they often try to unload them. But
Agree
he's
with
still
your
at the
aims.
club.
Yeah, I think agree with your aims. Maybe as aims I say, Odin, pressure might be a better word. But people, blackball is like somebody like 6ix9ine, where them blackball where his music cannot be on any major playlist on Spotify. That's blackball. He cannot get any radio play. So that means that if a player comes to play for Jamaica, him can't start again, and we probably not even play him. We give him few minutes. That's when I would say it's blackball. Like, and then we can look at a number of players that it's happening to. I don't see that, Siobhan. Because when McCleary and those guys came and played for Jamaica, they went right back to their team and start playing. McAnuff went right back to start playing. Wes Morgan went right back into the starting lineup. Ethan Pinnock right back into the starting lineup. Yeah. Mikel Antonio.
Yeah, we're not to go back so far. We use the current players. As Ethan Pinnock, as I said, Ethan Pinnock, he comes when he's ready, and whenever I go back to his club, right back into the starting lineup.
Yeah, right back into. So this blackball thing sound, bro, it sound like a once conspiracy thing them have, brother, run with. I mean, I say you, Siobhan, because you probably heard it from somebody else. I'm not saying you, so I want your brain work correctly, so you know, say I'm not coming at you. I'm coming at the statement, because blackball is a strong thing. Blackball is like, you're screwed, man. You know. All right, JD, you hear what Siobhan said, brother? Talk to me. You know
I've not heard anything what Siobhan said.
All right, he said basically that some players don't want their name to get out there to play for Jamaica because they get blackballed at their clubs.
JT, man, never said they get blackballed. I said that could be a reason. Never said a reason why they don't want it. I was just told that a lot of the players don't want their names out there before it actually completed.
People can have individual reasons, but that has no case. No case out there saying that people don't want their names out there in general. Individual can have that statement, but not everyone. It's not everyone really care about that. Playing for Jamaica, first thing, let me educate people on this matter. Once you're switching allegiance, the paper has to go into the FA. So if that's what you're hiding from, it has to go to them to clear. So why would they try to hide from the FA when you have to go to the FA to get it? What you say about that, JT? Because you have to go to the FA. The other day, Demarai had to get it clear by the FA, hence why he never came in time, right? That's how it went, right? Remember?
Yeah. I'm not getting this, JD. And when JD, I could understand if these were club transfer. You know, when you know what I mean? You know when discussion is happening behind the scene and clubs don't want information to get out there, then they will hold that down on the player. International football, Jamaica are the only team where it's a MI5, KGB, and CIA operation when a player is supposed to come, brother. It's some high level secrecy.
But I think it's down not down to even the player. We have to go back into what our societies are. And our societies in Jamaica over the years have always been not just the rich society, but also the poor society. Remember, we don't naturally switch information so hard. We always try to hold back information. So it's natural for a person want to keep everything in our culture. I think it's more in our culture rather than any individual. It's more in our culture. Look at how we do everything. Everything that we're doing, everything that the JFF did from the first day we signed until this day, from the last 4 years. Look at what they have done. Every single opportunity, even when they have to release a squad, they take the forever to release the squad. And they effed up when they release the squad. They effed up when they release the squad. So who cares if you want to release it on the time of everyone else? They just do it last because they just believe that they are gonna get a upper hand of releasing a player's name that everyone can go on a statistic sheet and see how the player play. They still believe that they are gonna get an upper hand. So I just think it's our culture more than any individual don't want their names to release and whatever. Because some of the players them tell you have their own connections and give you information. That is just natural.
Look at Fabrizio Romano. Fabrizio Romano sometimes talk about players weeks before the deal actually happened.
Thank you. No, look at our boy. Use a perfect example. Didn't he talk about Demarai before even the club knew about it? Because remember, he was the one talked about it. Then Demarai went into Everton and told them that Demarai went in and told him that he has a transfer completed. And they're saying, what are you talking about? How can you complete a transfer and now we have to complete a transfer? And we don't even know about it. We don't even have a bid. So that means Demarai know about the bid, and him know about the bid, and the club don't even know about it. You understand me? So I don't think fans, players trying to hide anything from anybody.
Yeah, I don't see I think after all, JD, I think players would want their name out there to have that buzz around their name. Because in football, when there's buzz around your name, something is happening. If somebody was watching you secretly, they now know that we have to make a move. The player name is buzzing. Now we have to act. So Ian Campbell, please try to join the Discord, brother, because you depend on the CIA thing too, you know.
But Ian Campbell don't say nothing different from what I just said. So
all right, you saw what he said here? What Ian Campbell said here?
I am seeing it here, but he said nothing different from what, and I don't need Ian to validate what I'm saying. I have already gotten all of the information necessary for people to switch allegiance, so I don't necessarily need to hear what Ian have to say, to be honest.
Yeah, bro. Me need we need to be. And what I'm saying, JD, is my excitement for people like Simon and management to get to be a part of the JFF. I thought it was gonna also help with the recruitment. I'm telling you, they have been doing a good job. You have heard a lot about the JFF, a lot of rumblings as far as logistics since management has gotten there. I have to give him his credit. I don't know what he does exactly, but since he has got there, I haven't heard a lot of rumblings with logistics and players not get no food and things like that and ticket.
And to be honest, we are not sure if that's a complete thing that was eradicated. To be honest, because we still heard rumblings. The difference is now we have letting YouTubers inside there, and who can mask things from the masses. It's the YouTubers them. So really and truly, maybe nothing gets better. It just concealed now because we have our own people inside there. And obviously we were the ones putting out the information. Why we don't look at it that way? Because we heard the girls them had problems. And people tried to conceal the information. The girls them released the information. You understand me? So if the girls them have problems, the boys them can have problems as well, just the same. It's just like now you have a more controlled society because people can get to people and people are friends. And you might not hear it because if they're trying to conceal something from you, you're not going to hear it. But you still had problems. You still had problems just the same. I thought that, to be honest, why certain people never even show up at one point, I thought that it was more down to that situation rather than the other excuse what they gave us. You understand me? So, but I will just leave that alone. But I don't think nothing has changed, to be honest. I don't think nothing has changed. People will come on with their circus talking, but one thing I know about this JFF, everybody wants a position. So they keep on opening their mouths. So they're going to tell you the truth. You understand me? For you to know and know what the next person is, J. Taylor. You understand me? So nothing has changed. You get me? Nothing has changed. You know?
It's this
the
thing,
the pretending gets better. That's all I would say.
On YouTube, no. You see, this is why I tell people, say, guys, I'm not going to be the biggest on YouTube because I'm going to just tell you how it is. Why would I be on YouTube to come in front down and talk about the same thing every day and know the answer? It's like get a class and you get something wrong every day and the teacher say, yeah man, when you get it right one day, I tell you. Like it makes no sense, guys. Like we're here as fans. at the end of the day, what I said, JD, is what happened to all the what's the deal players that Simon has put out there over the years? That's one of my questions. Because looking at the team now where we are, the talent pool looks thin. That's just what I think. It looks very thin.
JT, you have to remember one thing, Once somebody becomes a employee of JFF, whatever they were doing beforehand has to change. They're not gonna continue doing what they were doing simply because we already know that there's a lot of pushback from certain people.
Oden, I'm not asking for him to put out more what's the deal players. What I say is, what happened to all the what's the deal players them?
All right. So let me clarify what I say. Basically, what I'm saying is there's people who don't like this idea of a whole
before big boss,
players coming in from overseas. That's all.
Boss, me not cut it because I don't want S technique skip comment move. Him say JFF is getting better, guys. We need to stop. S technique, what you ever learn? To tell me, say the JFF will get better, S technique. Because the last 3 weeks, this is what I've heard. Me never have enough money. Me have to borrow money for buy additional plane ticket for the girls them go somewhere because I refused to take the 70,000 from the people them because they never wanted to give me directly in my hand. So I'm gonna borrow from other people and buy the plane ticket then. And you have to go and play in order for me to pay you back the money that I owed you for your back money for 1 year ago. So and we have not gotten any additional sponsor. So S Technic, please educate me because these are all facts, that no skip over the top people can tell me foolishness because me have them right here written down. So what have gotten better? What have actually gotten better? Stop listening to man sell a cocoa juice, brother. Because people will just spin around corner and don't say nothing when them done talk for 1 hour. Me just state out the facts them so people can argue that fact because the actual man where did the affairs, him come out and say I'm gonna pay the people them out of that money. So that identified that what I just said is the accurate thing. They owe the girls them their money for one year now. And they are relying on the money that they're gonna play for to pay them. And they never had enough money because I have a proof that they said they had to call a company in the middle of the night to beg them to buy some more tickets. So I have all of those proofs coming from the JFF mouth. So what's getting better? What were they doing from before? They weren't sorting out these things and they're not sorting it out now. So what did they do better? Come on, man. If you don't like when people talk about something, no problem.
Ian asked me what's the deal players. Ian, just go over to Simon page and type in what's the deal. It's a whole page of players, brother. Me just ask JD, I may ask Dan. Where are all those players? Have any contact been? Is this CIA thing a go on? Like, we don't know, brother. We don't know.
I don't know. I don't know about Simon. I don't know him, but I'm just giving it. I just wanted to tackle that.
I don't want people miss JD. Hold on. I don't want people misunderstand this. You know what I say? I think since Simon came in, I hope to clip the part too. I've seen professionalism and I've seen changes and improvement and a more organized approach on the media side. Let's just get that out there clear. I say that a million times. So I don't want people to say, yo, JD over there, Simon, yeah, JT over there said this. And you hear what I said? Ever since Simon got in there, and the same thing I said with Manning's man as well. Since Manning's man got there, I haven't seen or heard any rumblings when it comes on to certain logistics and little minute things that usually cause hiccups. No, I'm saying my excitement for those guys being in there as well, part of it was they would be able to reach out to players and make things happen. So I'm saying Simon knew a lot of these players. Obviously, he did a research on them. I don't know if he knew them personally. I think even Simon did a video today saying that the Midlands of England is a hotbed for Jamaican talent. So may I say the talent thing look slim. Where the player them there?
Where so the player them there? What me that try say is specifically when you become a part of the JFF, there's people within the organization who don't agree with this idea of influx of players coming in. So it not publicly, but behind the scenes, there's definitely a pushback. So when one become a member of the JFF, they tend to fall within a certain bar.
But that's
trying to
any
not rattle.
organization. We have to be fair to them, Odin. That's in any organization. If you were a blogger and you were just running wild or rampant on the internet and you join a professional channel, you cannot just keep saying what you want on YouTube. We know that comes with employment, and if there's also a contract, there's things that you're not allowed to speak about. So we're not expecting Simon to remember before we used to expect Simon to predict the squad or drop the squad or give a hint. Nobody anymore expect that from Simon because he's working in a professional capacity. What I'm saying is the team is lacking players in almost every position. Outside of Ethan Pinnock, Andre Blake, Bobby Reed, and Demarai Gray, I'm seeing that every other position on the field is up for grabs. For me, if you ask me. So I'm saying, where is this next group of high-level players who can push these players? That's what...
It's not gonna happen, JT. I think you already know that when people become a part of JFF, brother, you already know. They become a part of the problem.
Yeah, but JT, what we have to ask the persons listening, what were they expecting these guys to go and do? But because I never expected anything different from a press conference, and maybe the camera would have been better. And I have to use my experience of watching their videos if they have good cameras. To know what if they know a good camera to buy and stuff. So that's what I would have used. I don't expect these guys to go into JFF and do anything different. So if you're talking about the persons them that joined the JFF from the YouTube community, you only have to look at what they can actually offer. What they were doing on YouTube, that's the only thing you know about them. So are you setting a too high bar, to be honest?
But
because I thought you were
Simon
talking
was
about
in the
entire
professional. Wasn't Simon in the media space?
Yeah, but I thought you were talking a whole JFF. That's why I gave a statement and as to nothing changes in the JFF. But if you're talking about the guys them that I heard join,
no,
the
I
JFF,
think there's things that change, JD. I think there has been slight improvements in the JFF. I think there have been slight improvement. I think last year, this time and the year before, the water did muddy. I think it was muddy. Big up yourself, Brain Jane. Big up yourself.
That's why I brought the conversation down, because I heard the Real Baller said big improvements. They are more educated, but how you know that they're Real Baller? I think we should stop going around disrespecting the other persons them, because how you can jump to say they are more educated than the other persons them there. And
so
we don't
it would
know
be
the
that
other
Simon
CVs
is more
of the other persons.
educated.
And we don't know Simon CV, and we don't know the others them CV.
So Real Baller is saying that Simon is more educated than Earl Bailey, basically.
We don't know the guys them CV. Maybe Simon might be a little bit more coherent as to our modern day conversation, but we don't know the guy them CV. So I don't think we should jump to push somebody over the top and try to drag someone else down if we don't know it. You know, that's what I would say still. You know, but definitely Simon seems like he's a little bit more up to our
He's a bit more cutting
like
edge.
Our age, you know, he can engage with our age a little bit better. That's what I would say. You know,
I've seen. As I said, I've seen improvement, especially with how Simon dispersed information, especially in the group, and it correlates with the Instagram and stuff. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I think there's a little bit more flow in what's happening there. Okay, good JT. At least there is improvement, says Aldins. Improvement somewhere. It will take some time to change everything. S Technic Skip said There has been changes, not fast enough, but it's better. Christmas said, Jay Taylor, nothing got better with Simon. Do you have access to the press conference anymore? No. Christmas. So you're saying I've been blackballed. Listen, people, I don't get a kick out of going into press conference to ask a coach a question who's going to have a politically correct answer for me anyways. And I don't, me not being in the press conference is actually a miss out on the press conference not having
but
me.
JT, like, you can't just go over it. So what has improved, and we can say it was improved. Simon came in, he's passing on information way better. He's more coherent, and clearly he's much in the know of the new generation a little bit more. So we clearly can see Simon is more in tune. But we can't say anything about anybody else because we don't have any facts on that. So we can just say Simon. But would that be enough to say that the JFF is improving?
Yeah. I don't know Manning's actual role, but if his role is as a manager, as I said, since he got there, I've heard less rumblings when it comes on to minor logistics and stuff like that. That I've seen that. I haven't heard a lot of before. It was way more messy before he got there as well. So I think from Manning's side, I'm just gonna be fair. If me see him do something where me not agree with me, I go step. But I have to be brutally honest that since however, whether or not he's the one who is making that happen, it would be a coincidence. But I can't take. I don't know if I could give him the credit or take the credit.
That's the problem. So they just stop where I stopped. Give Simon his credit and we'll move on, because you can't give a person credit that you don't know what to give them. That's all. You see? You go for the seat.
But that's the whole secrecy again, JD. That's the thing, you know. That's the whole secrecy thing, you know. The whole secret thing is I don't even know Manning's job title. I don't even know what. I just hear that Manning's working with the JFF. I don't even know Manning's job title, people. It's this big secret KGB thing on YouTube where you don't know. You just see the people that work for the JFF. You don't know what they actually do. So we have expectation of them without, like, you know what I mean? And guys, we have to get better in the way how we. Like, bro, I don't know. You know, say JD, you talk about something. It has a lot to do with the social construct of Jamaica, where this informal culture is like, I think Jamaicans confuse transparency with informal. Like, and people, you know, informants. Like, people dispersing information that's going to be known to the public in a timely manner, or articulating your job title or stuff like that. That is not being an informer or an informant. Like, it's this thing with culture, bro, where I'm gonna say, yo, we're not even gonna tell them. Like, Jamaica is the only team where the man they not even want. I feel like if they could have go without dropping the squad, Jamaica would line up and don't drop a squad. I believe that if it was required for them to release a squad, I don't even know if we'd know the squad till we see out there. It's just a lot of secrecy around this thing. It's weird, man. And this is why they always get this backlash, because I don't know, bro. I don't know. We have to get better. And what I want to know now, as I said, I saw Macy Greenwood today came on with 14 minutes remaining in the game. He looked dangerous. He looked direct. I still think Macy Greenwood, all people talk about Macy Greenwood have come. May have to see that. Macy Greenwood and Omari Hutchinson, for me, as me say, in the same boat. Those players, we will never be sure if those players are coming to play for Jamaica. Macy Greenwood is going to hold out this thing till the end. I believe that Macy Greenwood is going to hold this thing out until the end. Macy Greenwood is on a mission to redeem himself. Go overseas, play well. He's going over there to play well and force a desperate Manchester force Manchester United to call him back, and then he performs well at Manchester United, and then force England to make a decision on him. Until that happens, we can wish that Messi Greenwood is coming to Jamaica, but I don't see that happening. I don't care what kind of information people want to say them get. I'm not seeing that. Continue, guys. Big up. T got just joined, but continue, Odin.
Yeah, so with that being said, a couple weeks back when we saw him with Jamaica national team gear on, was that, did anyone confirm whether it was given to him by JFF, or
nobody
was it a
gave
case where
Messi
he
Greenwood
bought the
that
gear
jersey.
and wore?
He bought the Adidas jersey, and the guy was just, it looks nice, and he's wearing it. I don't think, it's just Instagram. People are like, whoa, Messi Greenwood is wearing a Jamaican jersey. Like, whoa, I saw Unseen Sport in a Chelsea jersey. Is he going to Chelsea? Is Unseen going to Chelsea?
No, but that's Unseen Sport. I think it was okay, all right. Since we're discussing it right now, either it was a case to put it on and try to force the English FA's hand in this situation, or it might have been a media stunt. That's what I'm thinking, because there's not many players in the Premier League wearing Jamaica's gear in training. So that's where the question.
No, but it wasn't an
comes about.
official training. The guy just went out training with his personal trainer, bro. This wasn't. It's like you just get up out of your bed and you have on your clothes and you go do some training. This wasn't a Manchester United training session where he had on a Jamaican jersey.
JT, I think, because in that time it was the World Cup time.
JT. Yeah, he don't
That time when Jamaica did beat with the coach who.
Hold on the T-Got after Dandan. Continue, Dandan.
Yeah, in that time when he put on the jersey, I when the girls them they make it through the second round of the World Cup. But still, like, you go watch the highlights them, and people still are accusing. You don't know how England staying, and I really think him now. I know say him not gonna make body English team. May I tell you, him not gonna make body English team.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, we have T-Got.
All right, what may I say? If I want a Jamaican jersey, I play ball in them. Him can have different country, could have play ball, him could have put on a team jersey and put on ball and have kickball line. Him could have put on a Germany jersey and have kickball line. Him could have kickball now by t-shirt. Him putting on a Jamaican jersey.
You sound muffled. You sound like, you know, a water tank, brother.
Take off tank. You hear me now?
Clearly.
Is this better?
Yeah, we're hearing you. We're hearing you much better. A lot of clarity there.
Cool. Yeah, because I was speaking to the customer. If I want a Jamaican jersey, you can get up and kick on a white t-shirt. Or you put on a Spain jersey. Or you put on a Chelsea jersey.
It's still shaky. It's still shaky, brother.
It's a signal. It's a sign you must show to the American.
Yo, T-Got, your thing is, I don't know, bro. I don't know if you have on headphones or you're in the speaker in the car. We didn't hear anything. Yeah, man. Cause what do you guys think? I don't read too much into it. I think that the guy has Jamaican roots, so he wore a Jamaican jersey.
JT, you open up a can of worm, you know, because you asked me a question and I just literally said, I don't think anything have changed, and I produced factual statements to what what made up my mind to say nothing have changed in the JFF. But clearly Aldine and others, either they are their friends, like Real Baller said, his friend. So they have their friends in there now, so they believe that things have changed, or they are working for the JFF, or they're just some persons that want to be a bootlicker or something for something. Yes. So they are the ones jumping on it now. I provide my evidence to say nothing has changed. So then please provide the opposite side. I don't know why JT dragged me in this argument.
Yeah,
Aldine, I've
how
gone
it
to
go.
press conference, hold my hand up, and I've never got selected. So don't come and talk to me about what I've not done.
So you are
I've sent
also
in
blackballed?
proposal.
You're
I've sent in
blackballed, JD?
accepted proposal. So don't come and talk to me, all right? This is not the normal person that you try to jump on.
Are you
I'm
blackballed,
not in a
JD?
body club.
Wait, JD,
Huh?
are you blackballed from press conferences as well?
I don't think we're blackball. I just think they don't extend it to what was there from before. Either because they change things over, so they are starting from a ground down situation. So I guess we on the internet will be the last persons getting link. So we that's not in the country, don't have the availability to get the link at this point.
Okay.
So it's who in the country gets the link, and that's how it is at this point. But yeah, that's what it is. But I have no problem. I have no problem not going back. I don't have to argue with Aldine. They have clearly stated their situation. So now we understand why what happened now. The people just have to have their friends in the JFF now, and then everything, the image change. It's not about you producing any facts to nothing, and it will go back to the same lack of transparency as what you just talked about. They just want to have their friends that they can relate to, and that's it. Everything is good. Nothing presented to the people that actually you're serving. So it's clue. I'm lost to what these guys talks. You know, I'm lost. You know.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna come. We have our next can of worm to open. Continue, Tiga.
All right. First, that is reason why I want for cargo, because I was driving a while. Driving me here talk about you mentioned Manning's man name, all right?
Yeah.
But didn't you know that Manning's man was the team manager for the Reggae Boys?
I didn't know. I don't know his actual title. I don't know his job title.
He was a team manager. You never know that?
No, I didn't know his title. Because has Manning's man, Tigat, has Manning's man officially made that information, made us privy to that information? Because I haven't gotten that information or seen it on YouTube or anything.
No, the information was there.
Where?
You understand? It was all over. I think it was on the news. I think.
On the news?
Don't quote me on it, but it was clear that Simon was the Simon was the press officer for the Reggae Boys, and Manning's man was the team manager.
Where do you see? Where did you find this information, Tigat?
You never have.
No, if you can lead me, if you can direct me to this information, I would love to behold it.
Boss, just send me something instead of arguing, because I feel like this arguing is pointless. It's a waste of time. Just send us something. Just send us something.
That's right, I'm driving. But to me, hear the argument, I call money, but I have to clarify. It was stated that Simon was a press officer, and Management was a team manager. It was out there. It was out there in the space. So I'm really applauding you coming out here saying you never hear about that. If you're following the football, JT, you don't know. And anybody that follow the football, they don't know.
We was following the football when they said Tapa was fired, and it turned out that he wasn't fired, and everybody else was confused. So this is one of the issues. You have to remember, not every time information come up mean it's specifically accurate. That's one of the reasons.
Tigat, you know what? Tigat, watch your mega. Tigat, watch your mega say to you right now. The last time, if you tell us a top secret thing I go on. When I came out and I said I heard that Manning's man will be a part of the contingency going to Austria.
So Tiga, who is the so what happened to Roy Simpson? Did they fire him? Or we have two team managers?
We're not going all of a different. So we are talking about fun.
I ask you, Tiga, you ask Tiga, you don't need Tiga listening, Tiga defend, Tiga don't join the Avengers of defenders for no reason. T-Gat, I know you, me your virgin. Does T-Gat just listen? T-Gat, listen, man. So, me can't say nothing.
Wait, make T-Gat go on. Make T-Gat go on, then you come in, JD.
But me ask me question, T-Gat to answer something when me ask him.
Straight. You can't jump from one person to another person. If it's not related to Simon or Manningsman, then I cannot answer the question.
So, how can you be adding something to somebody where somebody else is existing?
Bringing other people into the equation. You said that there's a top secret between Simon and Manningsman, and I'm telling you.
You T-Gat, me said? You hear me open my mouth and
Panel, they say it's a top secret. They don't know what position that Manningsman holds.
Okay, T-Gat, can I explain?
And they came here and explain yourself, and I ask you, how can a person be the team manager when you have a team manager already? So what is the situation going around? Does the team require 2 team managers, or somebody just filling in and trying to help out the team manager? That means what your statement said would not be accurate if you said someone is a team manager, and then you have an ex-team manager and the team only requires 1 team manager. So because you are the one that has the source and the information, we're just trying to make it clarified so we can understand. That's what JT wants.
Okay, all right, let me address it. Manningsman, who know that writes it up. Manningsman was the team manager going into the Gold Cup. So for that short, he got a contract. I don't know if the contract is extended. He got a contract going into the Gold Cup as the team manager. It was a short contract for the Gold Cup. Okay? For the Gold Cup. I am not sure if it's extended now. I don't know if he's still the team manager.
Okay,
for the going into the Gold Cup, he was the team.
T-Gat, I'm writing down these things, T-Gat, because you know me, nothing come into my brain now. You tell me that, I mean, I write T-Gat beside it,
Yeah, man,
right. T-Gat told me this, Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Going into the Gold Cup, he was the team manager.
Yeah.
All right. I'm writing it down.
No,
Okay,
T-Gat, can you give me a second? T-Gat, let me add to what I'm saying.
Information privilege.
T-Gat, can you hear me?
Yeah, man, I hear you loud and clear.
T-Gat, I said when I got some information that Manningsman will be a part of the team and whatever, I didn't know the capacity. So I said on my channel that, yes, people, it seems that Manningsman is now hired by the JFF and he's going to be in Austria. Somebody send me a tape where Manningsman, a clip where Manningsman I say, people, me work for JFF, me the man them say me they all Austria, me go to Austria with the team. I you see a couple days later, a Manningsman that they Austria with the team. Top secret stuff again.
All right, no.
So where did Manningsman make an official statement as to what his role is in the JFF? If you can point me to that, T-Gat.
No, when the bloggers them come out with them things, the Manningsman was part of it. Manningsman never signed a contract yet. They might hear the information and he never signed the contract. So how can he admit to something that he never signed? No, but when he signed the contract, where can we find the information of where when he signed the contract he said that? Then he was a part of the team. So when he now comes say he was a part of the he has not signed the contract. No, but I'm asking you, T-Gat. I agree with you now, T-Gat. T-Gat, I can agree with that. So I'm saying, T-Gat, let's move along.
Turn on your sound, T-Gat, and stop talking about we. No, someone we know when you know T-Gat. We're a reason, T-Gat. All we know each other. All right. All I'm saying, T-Gat, you keep on saying we. You look like T-Gat. Look like somebody tell you say you need to turn up. To come clarify something when nobody knows say.
Yeah, man,
when nobody knows say.
Nobody
has said nothing.
No.
It's a real baller talk about. Then them 2 Belgian guys and know this and know that. No, because me not find it that important. Real baller until it's important. No, you guys are talking about it. I would never bring up this conversation on my channel because I have no time for this. You know, I just talk about football. So I'm gonna be busy in football. So what all I'm saying, T-Gat, is we just wanted information. So you don't have to come off aggressive because nobody is fighting you and nobody said anything.
JD,
Nobody made any
JD,
definitive statement as
JD,
to
hold
nothing. We said we never
JD, hold
know,
on.
and we said nothing changes. And I gave my reasons as to why I think nothing changes in the JFF. And none of
JD,
these
you're
guys and the
dancing.
positions.
Listen, you're
Let me
dancing.
finish.
You have
Let me
to
finish.
confirm.
Boss it. Just let me finish. 3 seconds and I'm finished. So none of these guys, the positions that they have taken up, will contribute to any changes of real relevance. It's going to just be front face of pleasing the crowd. That is the only thing they can do. The deeper face is something different. That's where I'm going to stop T-Gat. So that's what I was alluding to from before. That's all, Mr. T-Gat.
So may I say this now? Clear, cause I'm not afraid to talk the truth. When people are having a public forum and we're having conversation and we're asking for clarity, and you see people show up from out of nowhere to argue and get loud, I'm just gonna call it straight. Are you an agent of the state? Did someone send you here to argue? Because this is pointless. Did you show up to just make one heap of noise and talk over people? Them things don't even make no sense. We're having a forum and it's like it'll go off the rails, brother. If people say you come to argue, just say that. You're not figure on call.
No, bro, that's no. But I'm gonna be honest. That's T-Gat's tone. That's how T-Gat is always talking, though. I'm gonna be honest. T-Gat is always animated.
JT and JD we just talk a while ago. I don't know sir, I'm not working with nobody. I just talk the facts.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if he's working, but this is how T-Gat always sound to me.
Just to clarify, if you guys never know, but just to clarify. You understand? If you guys were living on the rock, but just to clarify. Management was the team manager for the Gold Cup, and Simon was a press officer. If you know that the press officer was Earl Bailey. But Earl Bailey is not the press officer, but he's a press officer for the Reggae girls. Simon is a press officer for the Reggae boys.
You see, this is even brand new information to me. This is even brand new information to me, T-Gat. This is what I'm trying to say, T-Gat. Me no one say, T-Gat, I have been T-Gat, hold on, T-Gat, hold on, T-Gat. I have been living under a rock. T-Gat, I have been living under a rock. I didn't know that.
Brother,
yeah.
Brother, me not in Jamaica, I'm not work with the JFF. You, JT know where me live, JD know where me live. You understand?
You know, say,
right.
T-Gat, you hear me I say T-Gat. T-Gat, you're not, what I'm trying to say, T-Gat, the information that you just disperse right now is news to my ears. I didn't know that. I didn't know that Earl
Bill is not the press officer for the Reggae boys.
I didn't know that. Bro, I'm telling you, T-Gat, if I knew, I would have just said to you, T-Gat, I knew that.
So T-Gat, T-Gat, this is the only thing I wanted to flick by you. The only important argument I had listened to was when the person that would have done the hiring for persons spoke, right? Which was Dennis Strong. He said that he had additional work that would be considered as overload, and he wanted these persons to come on to assist in these positions, like play below people. But when you're telling me now, you're stating that these people came in and took over people. So are you actually sure, my brother? Because people kind of going opposed to what you are saying. And I know these people pretty much listen to everything, just like how you listen to everything, you know. So I'm just saying, don't give definitive statements, but say that it's in that same department. So when people check it and you're wrong, it's not going to be a fact, T-Gat, and people will not take you as accurate, all right? Because I know it's in that department, you know, like they are working alongside with Roy Simpson, you know. But you are saying that they were the team manager and the press officers, and then people change to a different side and stuff, which might not turn out the exact thing. That's all I'm saying.
Hold on, if Roy Simpson, maybe they're working together. Roy Simpson.
You see, you hit T-Gat, you drop the word maybe in a hit, you know. Just make sure you know that, you know.
Earl Bailey and Simon working together. No, the reason why I come on, JD said him don't know what capacity they are in. So I'm going to clarify the
Oh,
capacity.
JD said that? JD
No,
said that?
JT.
JT.
He said that, yeah.
JT.
Yeah.
Boy, this is a bound to be a mix-up when by J Taylor. This is a bound to be a mix-up.
Well, you know, see, I missed the topic.
Because
I missed
the
the
people got attacking over you, you know.
No,
Lord
man.
God.
No, listen, anybody who hear this conversation and get offended is somebody who, you know, ate all their school books. Anybody who hear this and just get upset is people who obviously have no way of just ciphering or filtering out information. What I'm saying to T-Got is there has been no official announcement by any of the parties that's being discussed at the moment. I never heard Manning's man came out and says, guys, I'm now the official team manager for the Jamaican Reggae Boys, and I will be representing the Reggae Boys such and such time. It's not a contractual agreement. I am just volunteering, or I'm on the payroll or anything like that. I have never heard anything like that. I just saw things happening and it's happened. So what I'm trying to say is it's not just the JFF. It's just also on the YouTube where it's a lot of top secret things. The Jamaican football space seems like everything is top secret. That's why I said the KGB and the MI5 and the CIA is top secret stuff. It's top level stuff. We need to get top level clearance to get this kind of information, it seems. You know, that's all I'm saying. I never heard this. I never heard this before. JD, did you know that Earl Bailey was the press officer for the female and Simon for the male?
I don't know nothing about that because that's not what the man that hired these people said. You get me? So unless he's going to prove that he's a liar, because I have the clip that he said he's going to take on these guys for workload. So they're going to be like persons to come on to assist in those departments. But T-Got come on and said these are factual things and definitive statements, and I was just trying to help out T-Got. You understand me? And that's what the chat saying, you know, as well. So that's what the chat heard. And they watch majority of these videos. I don't have the time to watch every one of these videos. So I can't comment on things that I don't know because I never even watched nothing aside from what the actual man that's doing the hiring. So I don't know if he had an updated thing based on how they did their work. He gave them an upgrade or something. I don't know nothing about that, you know?
See, all the man come in, you know,
a conversation that I never studied on.
See, a man say, I heard that he got a contract but decided to work for free. Manning's man. So you see, people, them things are new to me, you know, people. So wanna tell me now, me not know these things because it's a top secret. YouTube is a top secret information thing, you know. When you come over here, so you just go get it. I say people, I tell you how it go. A transparency way I deal with. Me don't know about the top level stuff. Let me read a few comments. Cause remember, some not even a press conference seminar. So me even hear what go on. Them black ball or blue ball, no, black balls me. It already said, yes, what he's saying that what I heard too, they weren't permanent positions only for Austria and Gold Cup, says the Dreddy DJ. T-Got here impaired. Teach the Belgians them. T-Got, says Real Baller. Yo, T-Got.
So clearly what you are seeing, J. Taylor, these guys have a society that you're just talking about, that T-Got is in, Real Baller is in, and Aldane is in. So you have some people, have a clique of people where they share their information and swore that the rest of the public know. Not knowing that we might not even watch other videos and stuff, you know,
Yeah,
because that's what we're realizing here.
information.
Because we don't know and they are thinking that we actually know. So when I saw Real Baller now, I know that they're coming from a different cult, which it's their cult, you know. Them alone have their information and swore that others know. But that's what I've learned, and I have no other conversation on this argument, you know, at all.
No, we're gonna move on. So I'm gonna read some comments and segue. Roy Simpson is the general manager, and they have managers for different teams, says Chris Smith. Yes, what he's saying. Okay, we read that before. Yo. T-Got don't know squat. Roy Simpson is still in charge, but he is helping in the capacity as a manager for the Reggae Boys, says Omar Fowling. Okay, calm down there, says Marcus. Oh, he was just the manager for the players coming from England.
Oh, Lord.
Tyrell, this a brother I'm just going to wrench in, I think. The man them get T-Got mad, says LJ. JT, all the teams have managers, but they all have to report to Roy Simpson. Okay, all right. So see, Chris Smith is even breaking down the managerial structure for us here.
Oh my God.
I didn't know there was a hierarchy.
So this is the next argument that we have to go into then. Since we don't have any money, why are we hiring so much people?
But somebody just say that Manning's man is working for free.
Does this is the man? Then I want more playing fear. In PM one playing fear. I'm not 100% sure that. I'm not sure of that. So if you not play one playing fear, go everywhere. It's still gonna be a cost. You understand me? So why are we not having money, but yet still we keep on hiring more people? Why we don't start from actually doing our job properly? Then we see what we can add. I think that's a good question to ask Mr. Chong. You know, because if you say you don't have any money, why we keep on adding more expenses, regardless of who said that people not getting paid, which we don't know nothing about those things, and we don't need to even get into that. But we know that you are going to cover costs for paying fares and food and hotels, stays and everything. You get me? It's going to cost more money, you know?
Brother, you see, and it wasn't supposed to, the discussion wasn't supposed to even end up this way. What we're saying is, I started off this discussion by saying that Simon used to do a lot of what's the deal videos, and I said, since Simon
you know what you do, man, JT, you know what you do because you get way
no,
deep in
JD,
things,
I could not have anticipated this, because even when T-Got came on, it took another turn. That I have no idea that T-Got would have pop up on a Sunday with a Sunday special. I had no idea. So what I was saying, folks, is this. Since Simon got in there, I have seen changes in information being dispersed in a more seamless fashion. And you can see a correlation with the Instagram, the WhatsApp media group, and just the press conference look a bit more organized and stuff like that. I say I've seen those changes. And I also said, since Manning's man has gotten there, I haven't heard a lot of rumblings when it comes to these little minute problems that always causes hiccups for the team. Then we went on with me and JD and somebody else. We were saying we don't actually know the capacity in which Manning's man operates within the JFF. And I said there was speculation out there. Because when I've heard that Manning's man would be a part of the JFF, I said it in a video. Then Manning's man said in a video where somebody sent me a clip where him say, the man them all say, me say me there Austria. Me say me go to Austria with the team. But then I saw Manning's man a few days later in Austria. So he was obviously trying to deflect in the way to say that I'm not a part, but or he didn't want us to know, I guess. But then we're saying, people, there has been no actual formal we just say no announcement.
People more will leave this alone, you know, because
no, that's what me do. Anything, you know, me explain and create clarity and wrap up this point. So what I'm saying, there was no formal announcement by either of these individuals as to what their roles are in the JFF. I haven't heard. So that's what I said to T-Got. Can you point us to that information where we can see this is, because he said it was on the news and it was maybe.
And T-Got don't give with the news because me watch the news more than me watch other YouTube channel. I'm sure of that.
Yeah.
And me never see that on the news. So T-Got need to copy that and send it to us so we can put it in the Discord so everybody can get it.
And I don't watch the Jamaican
part
news,
of the secret society. We need to give the information to the people, you know?
I don't watch the Jamaican news because it's an action movie. It's an action movie.
On YouTube, you know?
Yeah, I know, but it's an action movie. I don't watch the news. It's just always somebody dying on there. So
but I always watch if you get information because obviously if you're from the country, you want to keep yourself informed.
I can't watch it. It's an action movie. Every minute somebody dead, them just kill somebody. So like I want to show people.
Yeah, but you
dead
still need to
every
know.
day.
So how you gonna know if your family died, J Taylor?
Yeah, man, if my family die, me don't know, man. Yeah.
Jesus.
They gonna call me right away. No, man, JD. Listen, the news, JD having. Remember, you know, you see, at one point, I used to like you wake up in the morning and you're in your bed and you stroll. You maybe go on Instagram, go on Facebook, and you check your thing. Them. I don't go on Facebook in the morning, and I don't go on Instagram in the morning. I wait till probably later on in the day because I believe that it's like your breakfast. You wake up and the first thing you intake is a car accident at Jamaica. 3 people dead, a man head this side of a car over there. So you look on Instagram, your day start off with a girl at work or a man jump off a building or something. You know, I don't want to start my day like that. It's like, you know, what you intake in the morning is like me wake up and start eat cheeseburger. I don't think it's healthy. So that's why I'm not really go up on them because for me, I can't handle the negative constantly. So I'm not really go up on Facebook early morning or Instagram till partial like down in the day. And so as I see certain things, I try block the page them because I don't want to be getting fed the negative, like because them thing they just your brain is like a computer, you know. Once you take in the information, it in the JD. So I don't want them thing upon my computer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I understand still, but me they look on it for a different reason, you know, because sometimes I want to understand the persons that I'm dealing with on a daily basis, so I can act accordingly. Because if I'm acting like as if I'm in Belgium and apply what I knew about maybe 10, 12 years ago when I was actually in Jamaica, maybe that style that I had would not come off today, you know? So maybe I need to know who I'm dealing with. So I have to watch the news, watch some of the modern things to keep up to date with what's going on, because I don't really...
I want the real baller. Real baller turn troll now. Real baller and talk football again.
No, real baller, you touch him friend, you know?
Who's his
now we
friend?
realize them of them friends and them groupies.
Jesus
them, you know?
Christ. Because I mean, a real baller, them used to make sense when them are coming. I don't know a real baller right today.
No, real baller one class, we say once we oppose to something, it's like we are some average thinkers and we don't know nothing. And clearly, it's the thing has not been transparent. So how can we know it?
I can't read ball, alright, them foolish day. Jerome 876, you put cap lock on when you type, so the stream element delete your comment, bro. So don't capitalize the letters or whatever. So as me say, people, what I was saying, back to the thing, I was saying, JD, why can't Tyreek MAGEE get a look in? Would you give him at least a look in?
Tyreek MAGEE, I touched on this yesterday, but I want to know what the rest of the guys them say thinks, if they agree with me yesterday. With what I've said yesterday, I'm gonna just repeat it now so people can understand why I came off the opposite. Because obviously a lot of people saying, JD, you know, remember the one game where the man played good? You literally said to me the one game when play good for Jamaica that shows what him can do. KC Palmer and those guys, I genuinely think that they have not given the chance to show what they can do. And they can play those positions as to where you want MAGEE to go. That's their natural position, where they do it better than MAGEE at a higher level. So why would you take them out the team to put MAGEE in the team when you never gave them their chance? And they're a higher level player playing at a higher level and way more consistent.
But I believe that KC Palmer and DJ cannot be in the squad at the same time. They both give you almost similar things.
But you never play them. You never play them at an attacking midfield position. You play them as a central midfield, deeper line, box to box role, which is completely different.
No, I would cut. Somebody asked JD, who would I bring MAGEE? I would give him a chance in one of the squads over Daniel Johnson. I don't see Daniel Johnson cutting it going forward. He turns over the football. Yeah, DJ turns over the football constantly, bro. He turns over the football constantly. He doesn't make space. Like, what does he do, JD? What does Daniel Johnson does well?
Taylor, I don't know if the rest of the panel want to come in and explain. If I would like to hear others explain. But
Kimo, what you say, Kimo? Talk to me. You might mute.
MAGEE is not better than Johnson.
No, we're not saying that Maggie is better than Johnson.
This is how I look at it. Look, the coach plays a system like this: 4-4-2, 4-4-1-1, which is the central forward roaming. So you does not have a player to go high up the pitch because that secondary midfielder has to stay in midfield. And then you have two forwards. So he does that to accommodate the Latibeaudiere to do less defensive work and concentrate on attacking. So what position are you going to bring Maggie in for? Because the only position there Maggie can actually play is actually Latibeaudiere role in that system.
No,
So
that's not how I would play him.
So you're going to change the whole team to make Maggie plays?
No, it's not change the whole team. What I would say is this: until we find a proper CDM, because Joel Latibeaudiere is basically a defender playing the CDM position. So until we find a CDM, I would have Casey Palmer and Tyreek MAGEE split that time in that area at the on the park, because what I'm watching at the switchback from Tyreek MAGEE is he's creating a lot of space when he gets the football. With the way how he's moving with the football, I don't see Daniel Johnson doing that, and that Casey Palmer is turning over the ball a lot as well.
Before Danan go, let me just say this, Danan, before you come in. J. Taylor, you honestly don't believe that if Daniel Johnson goes to that same league? Because I don't think you're applying reaction timing as to leagues. You remember when you see the Premier League plays with the MLS, you're one day for the same human beings that play on the field because they are moving. If Daniel Johnson goes to the USL, he's going to walk and seems like he's running faster. I don't think you actually grade them properly, J. Taylor. I'm honestly telling you. These guys, you get way more space. And I don't think Maggie is that high level of a player as to what we are giving him credit for.
And I don't think he's the highest level, JD.
But remember, when I saw him at Belgium, I said I think he should go back down to the USL, People need to click those videos, and they said I was disrespecting the player, I said he should go down to there, get a report on himself, and then now he can get the accurate place that he should be going. You understand me? So this hype of him scoring a goal, 2 goals, and then scoring 1 in almost 20 matches, I think it's a little.
No, but you have to look at the position that he play and the playing time that he gets, JD. Come on.
Yes, but say then why, if he's that good, why he can't get more playing time, J. Taylor? That's what you have to ask yourself, That's what you have to ask yourself, J. Taylor. Out of 20 games, he's not getting.
But we have players who are getting playing time and not producing for Jamaica.
Yeah, but where you're playing is, but that's the problem now. So what you would have worked that out now, J. Taylor, the best way is make sure you have an attacking midfielder role present itself and put all of the guys in it. And I promise you wouldn't be talking about Maggie after you see Casey Palmer play attacking midfielder and you see Daniel Johnson play attacking midfielder, or you put Bobby Reid in attacking midfielder for Jamaica, and you would never talk about Tyreek MAGEE with these level players. I'm telling you, you would be shocked.
JT.
Yeah.
You see all of that role where you see Maggie doing, like where you feel Maggie can do. I tell you that Gray is doing that in the team already.
No, it's not the same. Maggie is not playing winger, bro. Dan, Maggie is not playing wing.
They drop in the midfield at times, and they get the ball.
But that's not how Maggie is playing for the. Have you seen one game with Tyreek MAGEE first this season, Dan? And tell me which game have you seen?
Well, I watched a couple highlights with him.
But have you watched an entire game?
As JD say, the league, the difference and the speed of the league. When Maggie get the ball in and nobody pressure him, it's like him alone. Like if you watch a match then.
JD, Taylor, look at the goal. Look on the goal and the time him get on the goal. Just go there. Go down and look at the goals.
Lot of time. He get a lot of time on it. But I saw an entire game where Romario, I think you saw the other kid, Deshane Beckford, right?
Beckford?
Yeah.
On the same team?
Yeah.
I saw It was after I figured out that you had more than when I checked it, I realized you have a lot of Jamaicans on it because I know Romario Williams, I know Speedy, and I know Maggie. So those are the three that I was looking out for.
JD,
but
Beckford,
I heard that you had others on it.
Beckford, I think he's 25 years old. He should be getting called over Corey Burke. Way more composed on the football. Way more composed on the football, brother. Way more. And I'm people, you know, say me bun the USL the most. Me coin the USL the graveyard for Jamaican footballers. But at the end of the day, what I said, it ties into my question where I said, Ian Campbell, Simons, where are all the what's the deal players? Because the talent pool look thin. That's why I have to come back on YouTube and ask for Tyreek MAGEE. Where are all these players?
Man, no. J. Taylor, you have so much other midfielders that you can pick over MAGEE at this point. You don't need a talent pool. You know the list of the players them already, J. Taylor. I think, but you just said that have been much more evident that we have more players on display. Look how much midfielders were brought in. They are more deep line midfielders, you know, for the job of the coach, you know. So why are you not looking at them, like to say we can advance on them?
People,
we have Kira.
JD, you live in Europe as well, and you know you live in Belgium where Tyreek MAGEE worked. You know my stance on Tyreek MAGEE at that club. I stated that, guys, I don't think Tyreek MAGEE got a clear, a fair shake there because it's a feeder club, and I think feeder clubs come with a lot of bias and a lot of behind the scene deals with players who needs to play where we need to move, players who we want to get a move to get sold, and players who need to play. Tyreek MAGEE was at a feeder club. He was at a factory. He was at a Chinese factory that they need to get players out of there. And I don't think he had a proper person defending him getting game time. That's my theory on feeder clubs.
Mr. Sports Prophecy, I want to say that I went there for my damn self. Remember, everyone told me to do it and do my investigation, and I don't think he was better than the other players then. Period.
But you think he was that bad not to get any? Hear what Devon Porter said. No. J. Taylor, the talent pool is not thin. Because you don't know who is on the fringe of getting a... Listen, we're tired of the fringe, brother. We need players. We can't beat Haiti because we don't have the quality out there. That's why we're not beating Haiti.
And you need MAGEE to beat Haiti. But I'm not telling
JD, I kind of think with JT really, I think like we should have the player them where we are like a push aside, and you know we are qualified for the team. Give them at least some local call up or something, and get them in the system and the team band. So if the bigger player them the forward or so.
Yeah, we still have to build a team. And that means done. If we not get all of the what's the deal player them, who we are going to use? We just continue with Daniel Johnson them?
No, then of course I will continue with Daniel Johnson over MAGEE every single day.
JD, look at Kevin Lambert, right? Look at Kevin Lambert. I said that Kevin Lambert had to be in the team because he could play a role. But I said Kevin Lambert is somebody that Jamaica can use to close out games. However, he went into that Gold Cup and came out back as one of the most improved players, or one of our best players. Though his level is still not there yet, still got him a contract to kick on. He now has to take his game to a next level. Whether or not he can, we will see. That time will tell. Similar, I think a situation like that can be with a Tyreek MAGEE, where he gets an opportunity and he plays well. It can be a possibility.
Yeah, of course. So JT, them have a star from club. The good thing, JT, remember when I was telling you that Lambert saved Jamaica against Suriname in Suriname? And then him come back to Jamaica and then put in a big tackle again from Bessiswar to kill the momentum of them team. And he had two good games. Well, he was putting in good games. Maggie had one game that people said he had one turn in, and that's what you guys all remembered. The one game you guys all remember, the Costa Rica game, when Costa Rica was literally trying to sit back to pounce on the counter because they had a 100-year-old squad that they wanted to just rely on Joel Campbell coming forward to punish us.
Hear what Eddie Bruner's saying, JD.
Eddie, you see the thing with Maggie, you know, he have the technical ability and thing, but his work rate in the midfield to defend, get back, and do those work. And Maggie don't have the physics. You see, if Maggie they have the physics like a Latibeaudiere and that work rate, but would I say you put him in a team?
No, and I said that when the show started, Dan, that one of the things watching Maggie's games, he still goes quiet in the game for periods, and I think that wouldn't work well with this coach and his defensive work rate. So that's what I'm saying. He's a player I would use in spell. Chris Smith also says Kevin Lambert has gone to the MLS and he doesn't get played. Kevin Lambert is a role player, my friend. With the higher level Kevin Lambert get to, he's just going to become a role player. As I said, Kevin Lambert is somebody you put in there to close out games.
I would have picked, if you have to pick Latibeaudiere and Maggie in our midfield for Jamaica, I would have picked Latibeaudiere over Maggie.
No, I would play Latibeaudiere and Maggie sometimes in the midfield because Latibeaudiere is already played a defender. He's flat out just giving you defense mode. That's what I'm saying. What Casey Palmer did do very well was Casey Palmer tracked back very well JD and Dan. But Casey Palmer, to me, he never looked certain once when I saw him on the ball. He just never, and I know I said the pitch affected one player the most to me was Casey Palmer, but I expected Casey Palmer to look at least comfortable on the ball once. There was not one moment I saw in that any of those two games with Casey Palmer on the ball where he looked comfortable.
Watching Casey Palmer, he have some deadly touch in him foot. You know what I mean? He have some deadly little touch. It's just the first game I watch, come over watch him live. The first is like, you know, you're new to the home ground. At the first meeting game I played the national stadium and then second call up for the team. And I think him be just kinda uncomfortable to the home crowd in a way.
So you're agreeing with me then?
The 80 game, him play much better in the 80 game. And Massim is just enough fully fit in.
Dan, if you listen to the coach, you wouldn't have listened to what J. Taylor I tried. Don't play the man actual work. The coach tell you what him give the man, And then in the first game, the guy had defensive stats, prove that he will do anything for the team because he's an attacking midfielder. Just keeping it in mind, it's Maggie doing what Casey Palmer did. Casey Palmer was one of the best defensive player for Jamaica in the first game. And then in the second game, he was one of the best offensive player because the coach said he stumbled on something in the game and moved up Casey Palmer. Well, what he did in the second game made him start from that position, and then you get less defensive output but more attacking output from him. Yeah, that's what the coach said.
I said I wouldn't. JD, I'm not planning to remove Casey Palmer. As I said, it's Daniel Johnson for me. He's holding he's holding up a spot. He's holding down a spot where it's up for grabs. Because the coach is gonna have to make a decision, because he's not gonna start Casey Palmer and Daniel Johnson in the midfield. He has shown that. But then you having Daniel Johnson just coming on with 10 minutes left in the game, and he's not so much as a big impact player when he comes on in that time. It's not like he's opening up space in the midfield and hitting strikers, strikers running behind defenders and stuff like that. I'm not seeing that, and I'm seeing a little bit of that from Tyreek MAGEE at his club right now. So that's what I'm saying. For me personally, Tyreek MAGEE would get a look in, at least try him for one of the windows, and leave a Daniel Johnson because you're not playing him anyways, and still bring Casey Palmer. And we're not gonna have a CDM yet because everybody heard that Isaac Hayden said it. Devon Porter, you guys are all here. Ian Campbell, the man say him now play for Jamaica, right? He said he's still waiting to play for England and him almost 30 years old. So I believe that we should leave that guy alone, you know. We should just let, you see, we keep holding on to the idea that Isaac Hayden is coming to save Jamaica. A man who hasn't played an entire season in 5 years. And that's what we think there, brother. And that may try to say, JD, the thing
Yeah,
look
but
thin.
J Taylor, Maggie fit and don't play a couple games in 5 years as well. So is the next man injured? Maggie does fit and not do nothing.
It's a different scenario, JD. It's a different scenario. It's a different
Okay, all right.
situation. You know that to JD. You know that it's totally different.
My solution to Jamaica team, we just need 2 midfielders we can run, high energy, and track back. Just simple. It's not a pretty midfield thing. Really.
Brother, I'm rather 2 midfielder we can walk right now and compose and hold the ball and run. Because that's one of the things, brother. I run the man them just out there run up and down, dog.
What you see for Ireland, because if my team, I would have use Gray as a number 10. I say if we have 2 other number 8 in the team, we can just do the work rate for just run and just move in a space. It's just that we team need. We team.
So who are those players you're gonna? Where you gonna get from? Who are these players you're gonna get this from now? Dan.
I tell you the youth name Kean Anderson. He have a good eye work rate. So me I watch him the other day.
Okay.
Kean Anderson.
Kelroy Anderson.
Kean Anderson.
Kean Anderson. So is that the same person that Chris Smith is talking about? JD, if you had to target Kira Campbell. JD, who are the 2 Lord Jesus Christ them that can come and help Jamaica right now? From the what's the deal pool of players?
Based on form, the 2 actual most talented kids you do have, I would say my boy of Fulham. No, my boy of Fulham as a
Murphy.
DM, as a DM, the DM progressive midfielder, progressive deep line midfielders that I'm looking for, Kira Anderson and Splat. Those are the 2 that I would bring in and actually try grow them. If you have those 2 in a system and call them every single time, I think they can truly deliver for Jamaica. I think both of them are better than Maggie now, today.
Okay.
Today, no. They don't need to reach any other age.
So it's
they're
basically 2.
No.
You're hinging
more.
You're hinging on 2 youth players then.
2 youth players, yes.
Kean Anderson and who?
Yeah, Kira Anderson and Splat. Splat is at Fulham. He made he jumped from youth 17s to the youth 21s. Then he made the pre-season tour in the national team. Yeah, so for Fulham. Splat is
Delano Splat, brother.
Delano Splat.
Okay,
so 2 of them improving. I think those are 2 midfielders that Jamaica will use in the future if we can cap them. I think Splat has a higher ceiling, but sometimes the work arses that goes down to the lower tier and work hard to come up, they turn out to be even better, faster. So Kira Anderson could easily become better, faster. Yeah, Russell is in it, but for me, I think Russell needs to know exactly which one of the position he wants to play going in the future. And for something, for some reason, I believe that Russell would do better at a higher level than in the level that he's playing now. Because the level that he's playing now is not like the Rose Rice type of players. It's more of the brute force type of football. And I don't think it fits his system so much. You understand me? Because maybe he comes to the academy of playing the much more Rose Rice type of fluid football. And I heard him say it out of his own mouth. He struggles to come down to the physicality. So maybe that's the reason why he struggled in the Concacaf as well. You understand me? Because he said that out of his own mouth, The biggest difference was the physicality to change from what he learned at Chelsea. Yeah.
Okay. Who said that?
Russell said it out of his mouth, said that's the biggest challenge. So maybe that's the biggest challenge for him in the Concacaf region. And obviously with the weather change as well. But on top of his problem, you are the next problem. So maybe that's the two things that really cost him, and maybe he needs more time to get over that barrier. So you would have to bring him in a lot more. Yeah, Brandon Cover, I like that kid as well. I would add those four in it as young kids. Russell, the two that I named, and Brandon Cover. I think Brandon Cover, he has the size, the movements, the footballing,
What
education.
position would you play Brandon Covers?
Brandon Cover, I can use him as a CDM or a progressive midfielder as well.
He's not strong. I don't think he's strong enough to hold up at a CDM. Based on watching him in that tournament.
I think he's strong enough to play as a CDM. He's strong enough to play as a CDM. I just think he needs more time. JT can't just look at the player.
No, he doesn't.
Once
he's not. I saw him in those games. He's a player. I think he looks better going forward with the football. However,
what I saw from JT is education of spatial awareness was above all of the other midfielders.
I agree with that.
Because he was looking behind him, put himself in a position, control the ball, make the range of pass. Sometimes he had laps, Sometimes he had laps, But remember, he's just playing. It's the first time he's playing. So he's going to have laps. But if you see the kid doing special things, you have to say, okay, this is a special player because you know why he's in a unfamiliar position and he's still delivering some qualities that you're looking at and said, this is what I want from a midfielder. And I think he is a seriously good talent. Like for the region,
I don't think he's a CDM though, JD.
I think he can play CDM man as
well. He looks like a better version of a Speedy, like a better version of how Speedy Williams, like the position Speedy Williams, like the box to box kind of move up and down the park.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He would have fit in Algrim's system in the two much better than others because he can tackle and he has legs. You understand me? He has the passing range, so he would be that better. That's the type of version that would have flourished in Mr. Algrim's system. The hybrid players that can actually tackle and actually possess the ball and link play at the same time. And I think he's one of those players, so that's why I put him in the 4.
Okay.
Yeah, but you have a lot. You have a lot of players, man.
You call out 4, JD. I'm saying
you said the 4 young ones. The 4 young ones.
Yeah, so that means that we all of the other players them we still thin. It's 4. JD called out 4 young players, guys. We're still thin. And then we would have to have the discussion and compare Tyreek MAGEE as a young player with all those young players. Right. No, I said, JD, wouldn't you do that?
All right, so look at JT and I just want to go back to MAGEE conversation because I named 4 young players and I said I would pick all 4 of them above him. And JT still come back and tell me, say, him have to bring in MAGEE. So if you're going to bring in MAGEE, Walker is not older than MAGEE.
No, brother.
So
no,
Walker can't come in the team.
Walker, that's a different kettle of fish.
No, I'm just opening the conversation.
Let me tell you the group them. Lamar Walker and Junior Flemings in the same group. Lamar Walker, Junior Flemings, O'Neal Fisher, Alvas Poe, them want whole next team by themselves. Tyreek MAGEE is a little more class when it comes on to being a classy player. He's out of that group. Tyreek MAGEE is more of a freelancer. You don't really actually know where he fits in as yet. I'm just saying, JD, it has to be fair enough that he would be in the discussion with those youngsters as well, because you called out. I thought you was going for some player because the only other player out there we can.
No man, I have other players, but because it shows that they have a connection to Jamaica. But sometimes people have to reach out to them to see how much of a connection they truly have to Jamaica and if they have the interest. I had like 4 more players on that list that I did videos on. You get me? Yes, because Dion Rankin and those guys, a wing player, a fullback, and he's also attacking midfielder. Those guys are not normal. Malik Madasil, he can play wing, attacking midfielder, and striker as well. Obviously,
I think
they are more
JD,
forward progressive players. You understand me? But I don't. What is it?
I think the recruiting has gotten worse. I think our recruiting is very bad. We're not doing very well with the recruiting, guys. I'm sorry, people. the recruiting doesn't look promising. I think the recruiting has come to a halt. And this is where I said, I expected Simon and Manningsman, who are people who has done the job of trying to get in touch with players when they weren't in a JFF capacity. I would have thought, no, with them even having more of a license with the JFF, they would be more aggressive in harnessing the talent in the diaspora, because that's what was one of the things I was excited about. And some people would say, JT, you're fool, the man them not join the JFF as scouts and recruiters. No, I understand that, but they weren't scout or recruiters when they weren't in the JFF as well, and they were still doing the job.
But it's easier to do it when you're not with the JFF, because you can just reach out to someone on Instagram and ask 50 other persons that you make a group towards to ask the person. So it seems like it's very much urgent.
So if those guys ask a player now, JD, and the coach say, hey, this is a great player here. Let's say one of those guys contacted MESSI Greenwood and he's ready to go. You wouldn't think that would be an exciting thing for the coach to hear that MESSI Greenwood is ready to go?
Yes, but what if the coach does not see MESSI Greenwood ready enough to play for Jamaica?
Then that would we can live with that. Then we have to live with that till the coach wake up from his slumber.
Consider the coach saying that he will have to give Jason MESSI Greenwood some time to get himself in the club and get some game time under his belt. Consider that as an option as well.
Yeah, I don't believe, and JD, these people are saying, who tell you that the quota system is over? There's no quota system there right now. I don't see it, guys. Unless it's probably another one of them said the secret agent thing, but I don't see any quota system right now. Because who would you say is a quota player? No.
Leon Bailey, Javian Brown, Damian
No,
Lowe.
JD, no, come on. No, you're being totally biased.
Richard, Dujan Richards, Shamar Nicholson, I can say all of them are quota players.
I would
Andre
more say
Blake,
those players are relationship-based players.
So no quota same way,
No,
because
man,
the quota
no.
was installed, and because of relations in the camp, they would have brought them in. Like
To
everyone
play.
get to bring them players in. Cephas came in not because of the coach. The coach said that, because the coach said he never knew him. It was brought to his attention via X and X man. You understand me? So I think a coach is still there, you know, to make sure you have some local born players on the team.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't know. Me done telling you, me I give the coach 5 more games. 5 more games, I'm not hear nothing. We have to create a hashtag for him, people. If 5 more games and the same Daniel Johnson them out there run up and down, and the same thing we can't beat Haiti, we are struggle with Grenada, because it don't even make sense we kill up ourselves if we get past Haiti and Grenada. Them brother, so that means we are run up in some 5 and 4 from Mexico and America. I'm trying to think how we gonna compete against those teams with these set of guys. We have to start cutting people loose.
But we have to play them at some point, you know. Even if we beat Costa Rica and qualify, you know.
Yeah,
we still have to continue
but
the
JD, we have to
tournament, you know,
cut
so we have
both
to
of
play
them
with them,
loose
you know.
from now. We have to cut Boza loose from now. We have to cut Corey Burke loose from now. We have to cut Javian Brown loose from now. And we have to plan. The coach have to show me that he's willing to bench Leon Bailey when he's not playing well. Leon Bailey got 30-something minutes for Aston Villa.
Yeah, and he came on the 57th minute, so
Yeah.
I think around 40 minutes, because it was 10 minutes extra time.
Extra
So around
time.
43 minutes or so, yeah.
Yeah. He's so we need to use him how they're using him at Aston Villa. When he's get him off the bench if it's not working out, and we get him out there. If he's not playing well, we give him the Emery treatment: 2 substitution, 1 match. We have because he look like a that
Jay
day.
Taylor, he would have been fired. The coach would have been fired as soon as he come over the pitch.
No, because he look like a that the language the Leon Bailey understand. You have to sub him 2 times. Then him score the next game. He look like so you have to deal with him. Like just sub him till him get it. Because he look like
we're gonna get a good performance out of the players them for Grenada, and then after that, we're gonna come back down to reality again, you know?
Yeah,
it's
man.
gonna be yeah.
Grenada. Brother, the man them are some false hope. It come like people who buy views. It's like you buy 1 million views and put on your video and tell yourself say your thing a shot. I saw it go when we beat Grenada them in brother. We feel like we side good. Then we meet up on Mexico. We have about 30 million views in a 10 minutes. Yeah, I say, wow, this is a big side. You see me? No, I really think JD, this team we have right now, a 3 we are pick up from Mexico in time them buck with. 3 from United States in time them buck with. 3 or 4 from Canada in time them buck with. And Panama, people, me don't want to play Panama right now because it's going to be an embarrassment for we. Because the speed where Panama are play with going forward, Latibeaudiere alone can't hold up. And still, we yet to see if the coach is going to bench Damian Lowe the next game. Because it seems, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know what the coach is on. JT, you're lucky me buy 1 million views for 100 US. Yo, you see me answer? JD, like even Damian Lowe, I hope that was a sign in the last game that Damian Lowe, we're gonna have Damian Lowe for me is a depth chart player. You see me, Damian
But
Lowe.
JT, you can't talk like that, JT, because that's where I have to call you now.
Yeah?
You can't just talk about Maggie. So what if Damian Lowe performing good over the next 5-6
Damian Lowe
games? You don't think he can learn?
games with Jamaica.
No, I'm just
good.
asking that question here. But just ask a question. If you don't think Damian Lowe can learn in the next 4 games before the next window, you don't think he can learn something? You don't think he improved from last year? Just asking him because you were the one asked for Maggie. So I'm just asking if you think Damian Lowe can. I'm not picking up for Damian Lowe, people. Just playing devil's advocate and ask a question. That's all.
JD, that's like asking me, do you think they're going to create a technology for people who are visually impaired to be able to see? I don't know when that's going to happen. We're just not there. So I don't know when Damian Lowe is going to start playing well consistently. I just, it's over 50-something games. It's over 50-something games the man play and play good today. Tomorrow him come, revert back to default setting. So I don't know when he's going to get better. So it's when is he going to get better, JD? That's the question. And remember, me say Tyreek MAGEE coming into the team. I said, I never said Tyreek MAGEE coming into the team to start. I said he gets a look in. And maybe him and Casey Palmer play more majority of that position. And 75 minutes in the game, maybe you're chasing the game and you want to get more attacking. You give a Tyreek MAGEE a chance to be out there. He shows that he can score as well from distance. So, and that's when you're not going to really need him as a defensive workhorse. You're going to more need him as an attacking luxury player.
But so then what the reason for Whisper then? Because I think that's the role for Whisper, for come in and come learn some things and come in and shoot from far and do all them stuff there. So you're going to tell me say 2 of them play
The
that way.
difference is Whisper is not playing any football competitively.
Okay, so then it's a Whisper age for swap out for Maggie then.
I don't know what Craig Butler tell the coach. So I say Craig Butler and the coach they on yacht and boat go to Island and so me don't know, brother. I don't know when him tell the coach, so it look like Whisper them half in side. So me I go with the player them way we don't know if they can get job. Cause right now the thing I'm moving a different direction right now. JD, Leon Bailey can't get bench and Whisper half in his side. And Craig Butler just said the coaches are very good. You see this man, I'm gonna just make him run this side. People who never hear Craig Butler say I give somebody a chance to prove themselves before. Me don't know what the coach anything the coach tell Craig Butler, brother, the sweetest that they ever tell him. Cause from him willing to step back and let the coach pick inside and do things.
No, Jeros, I've never said that Whisper did not do well. I just said he described the role of Whisper. So I'm saying then why Whisper would have been in a team and then you bring Maggie. I think you have to have one or the other because you just said Maggie
you could have
would
both.
be relieved of attacking
You could have
defensive
both.
threats.
You could have both. They're not the same player, JD.
I know they're not the same player, but you're describing the role for one. So and it seems like that's exactly what the Whisper doing. So why would you not just select one of them and really save the space for someone that can do something for the team now, not just persons just coming in to be the attacking flair player and just attacking flair player. We need a player that's there for the team, not just for additional Jamaican improvements. And you know,
So for you, JD, Magee is that bad?
Team.
Magee is that bad as a player for you? Because JD is and I'm going off this season. What I'm seeing from him, he's not getting all the time, and he's gonna eventually start. As you said, I saw the coach said that he's trying to find ways to implement the. I wasn't really buying that because the player is performing so well in training that he's a player that he's expecting a lot of big things from. But why isn't the player playing more? But
so then why can't us be one of them, JT, like either whisper Magee in the team and just done? Different from what let's avoid the correct but conversation. Just say there's one of them, then at the team, what are the two of them switch spot so they can use it like for learning purposes then. So whisper come on for that window, Magee come on for the next window.
So why Magee why you can't keep whisper and then you take you bring in whisper for Daniel Johnson for one window? You bring because Daniel Johnson now can't do nothing anyways.
Oh, you mean Daniel Johnson? That may tell JT. I think what every time, no, but JT, look, I look at football different. Every time Daniel Johnson come on the field, him change the game. Every single time them put him on the field, him change the game. So me, I wonder why him up on the bench. Because the game that you are burning out, you know, the man come on and have a goal and an assist, you know.
Which game that?
The next man that we are talking the Gold Cup game where you burn him out for him have a goal and an assist.
That's not the game me burn him out for. Me burn him out for some whole part of game.
Yes, no, the game where you burn him out just him control it poor. The man come on for around 25 minutes and have a goal and an assist. And the next two man we are talking about actually have the two of them combined have a goal and a pre-assist. Not an assist, you know, a goal and a pre-assist in around 400 million games.
I don't
but yet still you want to take him. You want to take him out.
A lot of games, JD. He turns over the football a hell of a lot. He turns over the football a lot, JD. I don't think you see. You're a stats man. I love to see Daniel Johnson.
All right. Me bring it up. Me go fit. Me don't really see what.
What's his turnover? What's his turnover rate?
JT Bono Daniel Johnson every time start.
His turnover rate for Jamaica. He turns over the football a lot. I've seen that from him. And remember, you know, the Daniel Johnson where we see we play for Jamaica against Saudi Arabia. You know, this is not the same Daniel Johnson. The Daniel Johnson me rate. The Daniel Johnson we play for Jamaica against Saudi Arabia. This Daniel Johnson, me no recognize him. Me don't know which Daniel Johnson this. Like me I say the man them a send some
All right, so Daniel Johnson played 20 games at Jamaica now. He has 5 goals and 2 assists so far. All right, me I try going him stats now. Him stats because he's a clean player. He's a clean player. I'm surprised that you're giving him that beating. So let me type it in here. And then let me get Magee because Magee got a few games for Jamaica, you know. Magee in the Jamaica team a while now, you know. You get me? Yeah, so and I'm gonna give you Magee. All right, so Magee.
It's Magee's stats.
Magee played 10 times. Let me click it first. Now he plays 9 times for the national team because he has not been called back. 9 times for the national team, and he has no assists, no goals. So as what I've said, the half turn that you guys were talking about, it's actually a pre-assist. It was not even assist for him.
But I wouldn't be picking Magee and those stats on his past stats for Jamaica, JD. What's Magee's stats right now?
You want to know his current stats now?
Yeah,
right now, his current stats is he played 19 games. He has 8 starts. He has minutes per game, 42 minutes. Teams of the week, 0. Goals, he has 3 goals. Those are the goals that you know about. Big chances missed, 0. Goals conversion, 15%. All right. Goals from inside the box, 1 of 5, and goals from outside the box, 2 of 15. All right. So that's the amount of shots that he took overall. And left-footed goals, 3. Let me go down to his touches and everything. Assists, he only has 1 assist in the game. He has 34 touches. in the 42 minutes, 34.6. Big chances created, 4 big chances created in the games, in the 19 games.
Yeah,
All
but
right,
you
key
just
passes.
but JD, you just called out DJ stats for 20 games for Jamaica with 2 assists
Yeah, no,
and 5 goals.
no,
as
no.
well.
I just said 2 assists, 3 goals. So five goals contribution for Jamaica. This is not for Jamaica. This is for Maggie's club. Switchback. Jamaica faced harder competition than Switchback's teams. All right. Yes, his possession in his own half is 5.5, which is 90%. That is good. His opposition possession is 77%, which is good again. So he does keep the ball well. If you look at it, his overall accuracy per game is 84%, which is good again. All right, so he has good ball possession, which is ball retention as well, something that Jamaica lacks of. That is true, but I just don't know if it's going to work. It's going to matriculate to mean higher level play, because it's only one time we saw him play that way, and I don't think Costa Rica has those older players. As I know they don't have those players, because they have Canteras, Aguilera, Bennett, all of those guys coming through, and they are 19 to 23. Canteras is 22, so so they have a lot more younger players. So that sitting off and make people play, it's just not going to be possible. So I have to see him if the coach can check him out and pick him, that would be good, you know. But I just believe that it's going to be tough for you to bring.
Okay. No, me just read with Devon Porter said JD. Said JT used to love Johnson, so why now him switch?
And the man score and assist in a limited game time. They barely gave him game in the World Cup, the Gold Cup qualifier, the Gold Cup I should say, and the man deliver, created
No,
key
he
chances.
came on in a dead rubber. It was a dead rubber where Jamaica score goal left and right. All if we put a hand cat man out then score that day there. Remember see our Corey skirt come score. Corey Bird come out, they come score. Whisper come kick it from outside the sideline and score us. So those were dead rubber games. The games were already over. What I'm saying, Devon Porter, is Daniel Johnson is just not composed on the ball anymore playing for Jamaica. And I think it has a lot to do with the confidence that's been showed in him by the coach.
But listen to this, JT. If I can call you, JT. Right. Daniel Johnson played 5 games. He had 26 minutes, which he gets limited minutes. Scored 1 goal,
so he's
and
getting
1 assist.
Average 4 minutes. So 5 games, 20. So he's getting a little bit over 6.
He's averaging 26 minutes. Averaging 26 minutes per game. Yeah. So that means he got longer in certain games. Anyways, touches 19.4 touches. Key passes 0.4 in average. Accuracy per game 89%.
Okay.
So when you beat him have 89%. This is for the Gold Cup. And in his own half, he's 93%, 5.4. So that means he's one of the best safe passer in the entire team.
What's his stats at his club now? What's his stats?
Offensive is 82 offensive. You see, so offensive is 82. Let me give you the amount. And he passes 8 passes in the offensive department per game.
What's his stats now, JD, at his club? Is that his stats
at his club?
I want to see what he's doing this season.
For the Gold Cup. That is for the Gold Cup.
Because he had no impact on the Gold Cup. Because where you were talking about right now, JD, I just content.
Wow.
He never have, I don't know which game we can look back and say, JD can say, Daniel Johnson came on, stamp his what you call it?
JT that rough, man.
His mark on. But JD, tell me which game you can say Daniel Johnson made.
We have him club now. We have him club. He played 6 games. Started 4 out of it. He played 6 games. No, JT, it's a limited amount of game plays in his championship. So don't jump up and think that he has not played much game. His championship just started. 6 games played. Started 4 of them. He played minutes per game. 68 minutes. So that means some games he played most, and then some games he would have played less. The ones that he came on in the extra 2 right there. Then we go into the he has 0 goals and 0 assists so far, but he has one big chance per game created. Key passes 1.8. Then he has accurate passes per game, 83%, 25. In its own half,
25 out
it's
of
7
how much?
point,
How much? What is?
25.5 passes per game he had, but because remember he's playing an attacking midfielder here, you know.
And
So
he's
he's like one of the
83%.
forward players them. Yes.
So that's
he has
still not that
83%.
accurate.
That is very good, you know, at a forward player as an attacking midfielder. You know.
But
In his own
what
half,
was that? What was Tyreek Magee's accuracy for passes per game? You skip over that, JD.
no man, make me tell you, it was good. 90 and 77. I said in his own half,
All
his
right.
own half 90, and in it, attacking third it's 77. I gave you
Yes,
those two.
you see, he actually.
But
in
you
his
remember,
own-
JT, like, it's the reaction timing is not the same, so it's hard to judge. You have to take up Maggie and put him in the championship, which he couldn't do the same in the Belgian league. So the Belgian league is equivalent to the championship, so it proved that he would have struggled to do so. So you can't just make up something, JT, like, because we saw it in the Belgian league. It's not like we don't see it, you know?
As I said, JD,
I want
come
to tell
on.
what, just give JT Bala an opportunity to show
No,
himself.
give him. It won't, JD. It won't hurt Jamaica because we're gonna start Casey Palmer either way. One of the windows you leave and Tyreek Magee. If Tyreek Magee comes in, and this would be a good window to maybe bring Tyreek Magee in, especially for the Grenada game. You bring in a place.
Demarai Phillips leave.
Huh?
Not Daniel Johnson.
Even Demarai
Demarai.
Phillips. Demarai Phillips, him have energy, but him wild. Him not ready.
I was thinking Maggie should have come in that get a call up over Demarai Phillips. But and a really a bad look for a JPL baller coming to the team still and get a call up still. But as I say, our game, we do not need Maggie. I don't tell you that already. Maggie is not the solution for the team.
But he's not the
But
problem
having
either.
Huh?
He's not the problem
The
either.
main problem with Jamaica team, we have a solid team, we have enough individual talent, but the main problem is with the team is for when we lose the ball and we need to get back in time and defend. That is it. That's our Jamaica main problem. And Boza can leave. I can tell you that. Boza can leave.
The coach now drop Boza. Him sign a contract with Boza saying can't drop him. It seems like. JT, you're missing the point that Maggie is only playing in the USL, which is way below. Brother, I do understand that.
It's not even the USL thing, man.
I do understand that Kevin Lambert was still playing in the USL and he turned out to be one of the better players in the entire tournament.
Yeah, but Lambert offers something different from Maggie. Maggie cannot defend. Maggie cannot defend. And that is one of our main problem in the team. Maggie cannot run back.
I know that.
Maggie can't go in a 1v1 tackle
and
win back the
never
ball.
say bring in Tyreek Magee come starting at the game. I never said that, you know.
JT, but them say yeah, make up a new books now. Forget some pay for the ball. You know?
Yeah, Jesus, JT.
They say self-made Akiva said Maggie pay you for defend him. Like he had a new Maggie, you know.
I do understand, JD, that the player plays in the USL, but in the team,
you know,
we still have to be able to spot one or two talents that maybe not in the top leagues. Just like if you look at the thing with Chavante Stewart, he's going to this. I didn't thought he was the greatest thing, but when I watch him in those the semifinals, in those semifinals and was the finals, when he scored those two goals, they both were strikers' goal. One something out of nothing. First touch was pretty good, and then one he scored a quintessential strike-up goal. Back turn to goal, turn, shoot, far post, back of the net. You rarely see that anymore. Boza can't even score. So Boza don't know what in the net look like. And I'm saying, like, if that's the road we're gonna go, the coach can't be afraid to leave Boza and then you bring a Travante then. Because if you're gonna have Boza there and he's not scoring, why not bring somebody else to see if they can score? Are we gonna keep trying the same thing and expect a different result? That's all I'm asking, guys.
See if us don't take game already, but
no, if me watch the coach, I know, brother, we might not see back Cephas in this thing here, cause to this coach operate right now, me not confident in this coach in picking the team, bro. I'm saying I don't know where he's going with this. If Cephas cannot get a play, and Leon Bailey, who was the most substituted player at his club last season, is playing 90 minutes every game for Jamaica. That's strange to me. And he had 2 horrible performances. So that tells me, like, bro, I don't know what the coach is thinking, bro. I can't think like what the coach is doing.
Cephas was the main man when me they want to see in the team, man. The coach gave him look a bit of minutes where it don't make no sense.
Brother, the man not even want, if Leon Bailey is out, what are you keeping Leon Bailey out there for? To close out the game? Like, Leon Bailey don't run back. Yo, brother, I never see a player can trip with the football, so. Like, every time the man do something, the man drop down over the ball. Me never see a next footballer can actually fumble the ball on 9 foot so much and drop with the ball. Me never see that in a football. The history of football, I never seen one player can drop so often.
Neymar.
No, Neymar not fall like it, man. No. I think I just believe that
Neymar falling at every match.
Yeah, but he falls more than Neymar. I'm telling you, every time. No. I don't know how he does it, but every time they mix a contact, yeah.
I think Dandana mix up Neymar, brother. Neymar is acting and Leon Bailey is actually falling.
What me can say still, Bailey the ball on the ball just like Neymar. Neymar can just be more effective than Leon Bailey. Neymar get through with chances and things like that. But Bailey, get that.
Well, man, even though Neymar never fulfill his potential, I just think it's a wrong conversation.
JD, how much game you give the coach if you say we have to call it there? I put you on the spot, because you're on the prophecy tonight. So we have to put you on the spot. You're not escaping no political correct answer. How much game you give the coach at JD before you say if him not getting it together, we have to create a hashtag for him?
Oh Lord. Because for me, I never looked at it the other way, but for me, I think if he feels to qualify out of this thing, which I know the difficulties for this qualification, like out of this round, if he feels to qualify out of it and does not look well in the Grenada game and also the ED game, I think you have to start look at a lot of things, because now it's going a few games well for you to start seeing some improvements. And to be honest, we're adding better players, but I don't, and we're not chopping and changing as though people think, because I'm looking at the team and majority of the time the core staying. Even if we're leaving out Ethan Pinnock or Mikel Antonio, majority of the core is still there. The Blake, the Low, the Leon Bailey, the Shamar coming in, the Latibeaudiere since he came in, the Lambert, the Amarai Bell, they are all the Javian Browns, they are Bobby Reed, they are all still there. So the core is still there. So I think for me, in the next 5-6 games, you should start see some complete changes. But if he does not look good in these 2 games and does not progress to the next level, I think it's fair for people to start saying that this does not look like something that will be going somewhere. So
what do you think about his squad selection and his the way he implements his mode of apparatus when it comes on to substitution? Because I think he's very inconsistent when it comes on to substitution. How you think, what would you grade him in that area?
All right, so substitution is a tricky thing, as what they taught me, because obviously when I start to learn from other coaching setups and stuff, I've realized that the way it's a feeling thing. Substitution is a feeling thing. Aside from injuries, and clearly you saw that person's playing bad. Well, if you see a game now that everybody is looking all right and you're holding the tension in the game, even if the next team is better than you, sometimes it's hard to make the substitution because a lot of the persons thought if something is not going bad, they should not change it until they can definitely identify something possible on your bench to change it. Not just change it for changing's sake. If you can't, if it's going to be a drop off, you don't want to change it. You're going to keep the entire man's out there. So in making his substitution, I will not beat him because he's the one judging the quality of his players. But when it comes on to players' performances, we saw players that are playing poor, and when he came up, when the game finishes, he said
that
some
they
players
played well,
make some errors, and that's where my problem is. If you are going to identify that these players weren't playing well, and you don't substitute them, I would like to know what time of the game you figured out that these players are not playing well, and how much you trust in a bench. You understand me? So it's two different sides.
It's like he's carrying 23 players, JD, and only plan to use 14 or 13 of them players there. Let me read a comment here. El Gennaro says, can we afford to fire the coach before his contract ends? Where would we get the money to pay him off? Remember, the JFF is broke. Clive Smith says, so if we get knocked out of the Nation League, we still keep the coach? What is no, Devon Porter, we're not gonna go into this record thing with this coach. This coach is behaving a lot like Southgate. He's very Southgate-esque in his behavior. Southgate is very reactive when he's not proactive with substitution. That's why he lost that Euros finals. He's very, you bring in players who you don't plan for use, brother. Why might as well him just bring 15 players? Time to get some man for train. And it's not like some of the players on the bench are that terrible that they can't play. I don't get it. I don't understand that, bro. The fact that Leon Bailey is out there struggling, Haiti's at the office, the game is tied. Bringing on a Ronaldo Cephas with the last 10 minutes and substituting Leon Bailey, that now go kill you. You're bringing on fresh leg speed, a player who's doing well in his league. You're keeping Leon Bailey out there. Like, I have to question those things with the coach, bro. If that just tell me he doesn't have that hawkish mentality where you need from your coach. And people, as I say, yo, every minute una compare the coach to Jurgen Klopp them and Man City coach, and no, bro, we are compare the man to a coach who's hawkish in his mentality to get that win. When you look upon all the Brighton coach,
let him answer the coach's record. Let me give him the coach's record. The coach's record is 14 games played. 14 games now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 losses he has on his record. Wins now, he has 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 wins. And the draws, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 draws.
JD, when me come on your show the first time, JD, when me come on your show the first time when the coach get hired, what me say, JD? What did I say?
You said that you look at the percentage and you were saying that he's going to be a defensive coach and you don't know how he's going to fit in certain system. You did ask some valid questions.
Yeah, Mr. JD, that this coach is going to get us a lot of draw games. A lot of draw games because the way how he sets up, it's not a front foot coach. It's more close down the system and then we take it from there. I'm afraid of those coaches. Look at Jurgen Klopp yesterday halftime. Liverpool under pressure, Wolves. Jurgen Klopp, change the game halftime, win the game. That's what I'm saying, bro. We're not asking our coach to be Jurgen Klopp. We're not asking him to. It's just a mentality. When the game is crying out for a change, and you spot the issues that you need to change, why letting the game drag on? It's the same thing Southgate does. Eh?
Yeah, but Jairus said here, those are not official games. But Jairus, all right, you know what I would say to people that said it's not official games? Then why are you playing it? You're playing it to improve, right? You're playing it for some reasons, you know? So at least we would have seen improvements in those games. And if you don't want to win them, go out there and let me see some better games.
Brother, it's
you get me?
We need a front
I think
foot
that's
coach,
a cop out if we jump and talk about the games were not legitimate games. No, there are games that you could truly test yourself in and see how you look at in those games. And we saw how we looked, and now we're not seeing much of an improvement as to what going on today. So we have to call it as it is. No, I know Jairus, but that's why I made sure to point it out and said at least we should have been working on things in that time then, since we don't want to class it as a registered game. So what did we work on? Why we can't see those things that we work on? You know, we have to ask that question then, and we have not seen it. You know,
the coach said something the other day make me fret. The coach say, look how the Reggae girls played well and sound defensively. So that means the people a defensive plan for play, you know, like the Reggae girls, them a draw, we a go a World Cup, go draw everything. That the me hear when they must say that, you know, me I say, Lord God, here, you know, a draw match thing him depend, you know. Me not like hear them thing there from head coaches. The reason why I'm saying this, people, if we want to start being in the quarterfinals of Nations League, going forward, where we now have to go through them like a bataram. we now have to go through the whole quagmire thing, eh? People. If we get to this the quarterfinals, we need to play front foot football. We have to play front foot. Look at the top 4 teams that are already qualified. They play front foot football, people. Them don't
even
play.
Costa Rica now. Costa Rica just change your system, you know, right? And use different players. How is it they have done that over 2 months with 3 friendlies? You understand me? Honduras did the same. El Salvador doing the same. So why is it people can just get new coaches? And Chris Smith just talked about something there. Mexico. Why is it we want to say we are a big team, but yet still we don't want big team responsibilities? Because Mexico lost 1 game, and then the entire cow jump over the moon, and the coach got sacked because they never liked the players that he's selecting, the style of play that he's working with, and he barely lost games, and he only lost 1 game.
Yeah, and them fired
and
him.
he was winning games, and they fired him. So
yeah.
why we want to be top 4, but we don't have the standard of top 4? Those are questions we are asking, you know. And in life, you know, you don't naturally just get what you don't deserve, you know. So if you're not playing and you're not preparing for something that you think you deserve, you're not gonna get it.
Yeah,
and then
guys,
you're gonna come and find every excuse, you know.
We have all a high level standard, brother. We can't just roll with a coach who is reactive, people. We have to have a coach, brother. This coach as me say, the problem we run into with Paul Hall is this now. Paul Hall would never be able to get the respect from the JFF that this coach is gonna get, but we're not gonna see the attacking football from this coach that we would got from Paul Hall. That's the worst part about this, because I like how with the few games that Paul Hall took over, the team just start look like we're playing in with a lot more space. And we just look like we want to score. No matter what, we just want to score. And that's the kind of football I love, brother. You see how Brighton play? You see why Brighton give Manchester United 3-1 yesterday? Brighton win the game, and Brighton sit back and start bounce it around. Brighton say, what? We can't drop 5 on them clown here. And just run at them. As someone want football team aggressive. I want aggressive football coaches. like Brighton with them and say, yo, we have a foot on a team neck. Let's get it. For we coach, brother, let's just continue. Leon Bailey running up and down and a drop down. Let's put on Daniel Johnson, him lose the football. Let's start 6 centre backs. Let's start Javier Brown while we at it again. Bro, we need to move. We need a more proactive, like, you know what I mean? We need a hawkish coach. Me understand he wants to build from a defensive unit, but how long are we gonna just be building defense? When are we gonna? Because the longer you take to build defense, you're just defending. When are we gonna actually have a team that score goals? And if we look at the goals that we score in the Haiti game, yeah, one of them was good pass. Ethan Pinnock, we broke on the counter and we scored the goal. Other one was just a penalty. So it wasn't a team goal like we saw.
Boyz missed around 5 goals.
Yeah, and Boyz, but again, but he picked Boyz. I'm trying to say we have to. If you have a player out there missing 5 goals, and then you have another 8 or 9 players on the bench, I have to question how much goals does he have to miss for him not to be on the park? That's the coach, bro. That's the coach we have to blame.
But this coach still can understand. You see, through this type of band thing that they do over the Gold Cup and thing when we see with the coach, like, him afraid if we lose like a relationship with the player then, and he just want keep that little thing there with the player then, who he can depend on in a way. So I think him now kind of lose a respect knowing him.
Brother, go. But JD,
I think the English, you see, man, them in the English league, especially I think Bailey all pick the team. Him have enough say when it comes to all the changing room and things.
Brother, we're not going to talk about Bailey for your side here. Dan, give a pass into JD. Thanks for giving me a full show, brother. People, big up yourself. Everybody in the comment section. Avis Williams, J. Ross, baller kick just forward. Devon Porter, enough respect. Eddie Guna, Hela Madrid, know yourself. What is not? Najee1, Najee1 done. Big up yourself. J. Ross, Everybody in the comment section will pass through. Shaquille Thompson, Chris Smith, big up yourself. Clive Smith, Ian Campbell, MESSI. Everybody will pass through. Let me just see. El Gennaro, big up yourself, brother. You know, so we're going to disagree upon a lot of things. So I saw a thing go Eagle Republic. We just come and chop it up. Let's still wait and see. But you don't know what my thing there. 5 games and the coach now chop the line. We have to try to think about moving on from him. We can't wait till we reach the qualifiers. Jamaica draw 3 games and lose 2, and we have to bring out the calculator and start calculate to see how we ever go a World Cup. We don't want to do that again. We want to be one of them teams the way we can almost predict how Jamaica will perform. Because we know if them score 2, we can score 3. We need that, people. Know yourself, big up yourself. Stefan, big up yourself. Yeah, man, everybody will pass through today. Until next time, JD. Me have to touch the slave work. I go a slave tomorrow, so you know the